Hello, hello. Welcome. We are doing D&D improv today. We mostly me completely improving this off the spot. We are doing it for charity. It's going to be a chill stream. We're going to just be having fun. I have some wonderful guests with me here today. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, let's start with top left. Let's go with B. Dave.
What? It me. Hello, B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. You can find me all over the interwebs, wherever fine streaming content can be located. I guess I'm non-ironically TV's B. Dave Walters, and one of the hosts of Netflix Geeked, but I can't tell you doing what yet, but it's dope, I promise you. Today I'm playing Fergon, the Eladrin Arcane Trickster. Had to think very carefully how to pronounce those words.
Eladrin Arcane Trickster. Say that a few times fast.
It's funny because they were like, is it Eladrin or Eladrine? I'm like, it's one of those words I've only read and never heard. I just say Eladrin. Your mileage may vary. There you
go.
Yep.
Jojo, you're up next.
Hey,
who are you and who's your character?
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Joe Johnson, aka Black Nito, aka Jojo Joestar, Joseph Joestar. You can find me all over the internet as Black Nito _. Also at a cool new little YouTube channel called Tabletop Jocks, and you can catch Light on there as well, and B-Day, and Stella, and almost Lavinius very soon. The invite's already been sent. And today I will be playing Barnabas Bartholomew II. Is a barbarian, 7'6", you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, just very, very cool, calm, collected, very Uncle Phil vibes. Yeah.
All right, Stella, you're up next.
Hello. I'm Stella Luna here on Twitch. I'm Stella Luna TV on all other social media. Today, I'm going to be playing Rue. Rue is a Damphir Bard College of Spirits, and she's just happy to be here. She is happy-go-lucky, and she has a few friends who are ghosts, and they are going to be making an appearance at some point. Welcome, everyone.
All right. I love it. All right, Kat, you're up next.
Hello, I am Kat, or Lady Lavinius, and I am a typical Magic the Gathering content creator. I also do D&D. I'm also a cosplayer, professional cosplayer, as well as a commentator every once in a while. You can find me on all the socials at /Lady Lavinius, and today I'm going to be playing Zeal. She is a tiefling Way of the Open Hand monk, which I'm very excited to play monk.
All right. Yeah, because you said your monks got banned in your other campaign. So
can't play it.
Not banned here. Yep.
I was about to say I mean, I'm talking trash because I don't know the individuals, but I'm just saying maybe you're a coward if you ban a monk at your table. I'm just saying.
How do you feel about the lucky feat then? What is your opinion?
Every character
I played a halfling divination wizard with the lucky feat.
Ooh.
I was like, you're not the DM, I'm the DM. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't ban anything because no matter how powerful a given character is, I'm like, I will attack you with 3 of you. I don't care. Literally do your worst. You know what I mean?
I like that energy.
Yeah, come at me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come at me. I am God here. All right, so thank you all for joining us. Before we get started, I would love to make sure that y'all know that we're doing this for charity. This is for Zeno, which is helping kids with the maths here in the Seattle area, specifically underprivileged children. So please, if you can, consider donating. I am working together with Wizards of the Coast. I'm going to be doing another thing on Sunday with Mike Turian and a few other people from Wizards of the Coast to help do some more charity. So if you can, please donate. I do believe we have some alternate rules if people donate. So do we have anything on the screen for that, Stella, or should I just
hold up, technical difficulties, 1 second.
No worries. That way you know that if you donate a specific amount of money, you can either screw up their day or my day. One or the other. It doesn't matter. This is all for fun. I'm making this up literally as I go. I have for full transparency, I just have a bunch of post-it notes on this for things I think would be fun. But really, I have no idea what's about to happen. So, all right. We are also going to be starting in the Sword Coast. That way I know, best one-shots are the ones as you go. So, and it's also my first time DMing in a really long time. So y'all be nice. B-Day, when's the last time you played as a player?
Just a couple of weeks ago. Like
It's not bad.
Yeah,
okay.
No,
all right. Not as bad as I thought.
I definitely DM more often, but yeah, it's okay. All right.
So Stella has it on the screen here now. So if you donate $30, we will do that'll give that character inspiration / advantage. If you donate $50, that'll give them a critical success. If you donate 100, we'll do a deck of mini draw from a deck of many things draw from the deck, and then 500 you will also either help or hinder the monsters. So yeah, B-Dave there has the deck.
That's that 500. If you're going with the way I do it, because I gave you this list, they get to pick what monster will show up and decide if it is here to help or hinder. Oh, I've had the Tarrasque. Okay. I've had a Sararak riding the Tarrasque. I've had Tiamat, but Tiamat was there to help. Yeah. Also,
Tiamat came to help.
Tiamat came to help. Like that was the will of the people, you know? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. No. So, hopefully, this is just pure chaos and fun. That was the goal of today. That is what I like doing. So, without further ado, we are going to start. So, we are in the Sword Coast. Let's start in Fandolin because that's where I am the most familiar right now. Why are you in Fandolin? We have an inn. We have a few bars. Let me know what brought your character here to Fandolin. Stella, why are you in Fandolin?
Okay. So Rue is here in Fandolin mostly to see if there's any new news of a new place to check out. She is a dungeon diver, not necessarily to plunder and gather resources, but more to just explore and see what there is to find. She is a student of learning. And she is currently in the tavern and she is loading up her backpack with rations and food. She's
ready.
She's getting ready. She has a very large backpack, and you see this very pale woman with long black hair, and she has smudges of dirt all over her clothes and in her hair. She's got leaves and twigs sticking out of it. She has dirt all up underneath her nails, and you can tell that she is someone who gets very physical and very into the craft, and her craft is playing with a bunch of rocks, basically.
Nice. Love it. Lady, why is your character here in Fandolin?
Sure. Zeal is so she's a monk, but she went on a long journey. She told everyone that she was going to as her spiritual self and to go on that personal journey. But realistically, she heard that this town is really good ale, so that's why she came here.
Natural.
And so you can see she is currently in the tavern, probably slamming down one. And she has green skin with a deep green flowing hair with her around her horns. And she's wearing these long bluish robes that go all the way down. But you can kind of see there's things sticking out, and there are more little flasks that she has. She says they're holy water, but you're questioning them. And probably just around there.
Yeah, okay. Do me a favor, roll a d4.
Okay.
I would love to see how many drinks, actually d6. I would love to see how many drinks you've had so far.
Okay, well, 2. She's had 2.
She's had 2. Okay, so not too bad. Feeling
just
feeling
getting
pretty
started.
Good.
Yeah,
just getting started. Yep. maybe filled some of those holy water flasks with some vodka.
Yeah.
B Dave, why is your character here in Fandolin?
What time of year is it?
The time of year is, let's go with winter. I roll a d4 for the seasons.
Well, as an Eladrin, I have an intrinsic connection to the natural world. And since it is winter here, I'm finding myself in my own winter state. My skin has gotten unfortunately pale. My hair hangs flat over my face, and I find myself in deep contemplation. So much so, I was drinking heavily and passed out in a merchant caravan and woke up here. So just interested to see
have no
what the
idea
day
why
will
you're
hold.
here. You just
Here's as good
Love
as
it.
anywhere. If I wasn't
All right.
supposed to
Are
be
you
here, I
in-
wouldn't.
Yeah, all right. Are you still in the cavern now, or did you find your way back to the tavern in Fandolin?
Oh, I found my way to the tavern. I drank
Okay.
the ale
Oh, yeah.
that was in the caravan. Therefore,
Okay.
I require
Yeah.
additional ale.
Additional.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all gone now. All right,
Mm.
JJ, what about you? What brings Barnabas to Fandolin?
Is there any music going on in the tavern?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's
Oh,
boisterous.
man. So Barnabas is drawn to the music of the world. He
Yeah.
loves to travel. He is a half-orc barbarian, but he's very, he's super tall, 7'6", but he's very soft-spoken. But he just loves to just kind of do 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 do. And he's just, so he's had a few drinks, and he's just kind of like jamming on in the corner to the music and kind of just tipping whoever is there and just having a good time.
Awesome. I love that. All right, cool. So that kind of sets the stage there. Real quick, thank you, Titus. You are it's my friend Jordan. He's in my 2.5 year campaign at this point. Donated the $30. So let me know in chat who you want to give inspiration / advantage to. So when things happen, I'll let you know. We'll make sure to keep that in mind. Awesome. Thank you all so much. So perfect. You're all in the tavern. Y'all having some drinks, getting some rations, having some fun dancing. And then you kind of notice it just doesn't smell good. And not in the way that a bar typically doesn't smell good, but it doesn't smell great. Worse than it did about 10 minutes ago. And that's a little strange. It kind of, you look around the tavern and you notice everyone else is kind of slightly concerned as well that it smells this bad, and clearly it's not in one area, because it's not a fart. It didn't emanate from only one person, because it's in the whole bar.
Absolutely. When this first smell became apparent to us, you see Rue just kind of sniff herself.
That me?
I immediately cast prestidigitation for a smell of flowers near me and just make a very dramatic What manner of barbarism is this? No offense to you, clearly a barbarian. It's not the size of the wave, it's the motion of the ocean, just for the record, but I don't know what is happening in this place.
Oh no, it wasn't me. I don't think so.
What's that? Speak up. Can't quite hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so shy. It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't me.
I believe you. No one that would rip something that horrific would be that soft-spoken. Yes, it wasn't this one guy. Verifiable.
I mean, I'll have the bartender will walk up to you, Fergon, and be like, typically the one who smells it doubts it, and you were the first one to make a stink of it and talk about it.
Whoever smelt it, is that a local thing?
Yes. Have you never heard of smelt it doubts it?
Oh, I understand the problem. And you notice while he's standing there, his skin begins to light up, almost like he is rosy as he enters the summertime. And his hair floats slightly off his shoulders. I'm an Eladrin. I'm from the Feywild. Where I'm from is intrinsically superior in every way to this place. So that's not a thing we do. But hey, I'm in Rome. I'm here to do it how you do it. So I will be dealing smells. Was that what you?
Hold on.
That's what.
So people from your place don't doubt it.
While he's talking, I'd like to hit him with the ranged legerdemain. My mage hand's invisible as an arcane trickster. I'm super robbing this dude. Wow.
Sure. Super robbing this dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
While he's berating me, hang on. Let's see. That is going to be. I'm like first roll. What?
Woo! First roll hype.
First roll hype. That is going to be a 23 on my sleight of hand.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me try.
Yeah.
Doesn't even notice.
Yeah.
He clearly is very fixated. He really thinks that you dealt it. I mean, you're the one who were like, "Whoo, that smell there." You made a whole theatrics of it. So he has
Notice at no point
idea.
did I deny having dealt it.
It's true, you did not.
Right.
Yeah. But now he's enamored by the fact that you said that people from the Feywild don't stink.
While this is happening, I think Zeal would be going over and just like slamming up every window in the whole place. Like, even though it's winter, she's like, I would rather all of the cold coming in instead of dealing with this. What is that? Who is that? Oh.
You notice when you open up the windows, it actually gets worse. Each window that you open up, it actually gets worse. Yeah, roll an insight for me.
All right. 19.
Yeah, so you recognize that as you're opening up these windows, it's actually emanating from the outside, and the smell was actually so bad, it was actually making its way inside of the building.
Oh, never mind. Ugh.
I will go help pull the windows down.
Excuse me, she's now literally dealing it. Everybody sees this, correct?
You're right. Yeah. Hey, did you do this? Why are you opening up the windows and closing the windows?
Sir, this is your establishment. I would be more worried about, your patrons still being here. Why are you confusing us when we're paying for it?
I have been working
This is a
here
terrible establishment.
was-
I will not show back. I will write a terrible review.
That's
Yeah. Are you talking about that guy who walks around with a dog? He calls it Yelp, and he just kind of yelps different reviews.
They have that here?
I've been here for 50 years. We do. Do you have that in the Feywild?
Yeah, we do. Although most of us speak Yelp. I tell you what. Let's make a deal here. My large friend here and I, this guy, we're bros now, right? We're bros, right?
Yes, hey, yes, yeah.
We're gonna take a look outside. We're gonna figure out what's going on, and then we'll come back in and drinks are on you, right? Yeah.
Sure. You know what?
Also,
if you can figure out why this doesn't stink, as long as it's not you.
You two pointing at Rue and Zeal, I very much toss his coin purse to them. I'm like, thank you both so much. We're gonna come on, buddy.
He like vaguely notices that it's a very similar coin purse, but he doesn't do anything about it. He's like, oh, it must be coincidence.
Would you like help with that?
Yes.
Whatever is out there. I can't enjoy a good ale like this. There's no way.
I mean, I didn't want to assume, but like you very much look like, but I mean, I didn't, but if you want to, I would love it if you were to help us. I'm just bringing him because he's big.
Yeah.
Oh, I can help too.
What? Hey, look, wait, hang on a second. Is there anybody in this tavern wearing black? Because historically, that's how these things start. We're in a tavern and a person in black asked us to do a thing, but we're just doing it because someone dealt a smelt?
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what?
There are
I'm doing it to drink
in
in
black
peace.
if you're looking around, yeah.
I'm doing this because I don't have any friends.
That is as good a reason because I also want alcohol and friends. Let's go. And then I turn and walk out the tavern.
All right. So is anybody else following?
We're all.
I think we're all going.
All following.
I'm gonna
okay. Cool.
slink
Oh, I love your character so
Thump,
much.
thump, thump, thump.
Yeah, so you walk outside and you notice there's just a general haze kind of everywhere in this it's not a city, town, everywhere in the town. And it smells very bad. So it clearly did not emanate from the bar. None of you clearly dealt it because it is everywhere. And everyone in the city or in the town is clearly like, what is, oh my goodness, what is that? You know, everyone else is kind of smelling their armpits, not really sure what's going on. And why don't you all roll perception checks, see if see what y'all see.
That is going to be a
19.
dirty 20.
Jinx.
Nice. Okay.
14.
Winning.
14. What'd you say, Stella?
We are twins. We both got 19.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
Okay, so lowest is 19. Perfect. So you all see this. And in the distance, you're not sure quite how far because it's through haze, it's through, you know, seeing it over buildings and stuff. You just kind of see a general waftness of miasma is probably the best way to describe it. It's like a green haze, and you've noticed that that's what's around you here in Fandolin. So it likely is emanating from over there. This kind of just stink. So it's in the distance there. And you see people kind of, you know, rounds being like, what is going on? And you see a person riding in on a horse, running over to you. And they just kind of like hop off the horse, and they're like, hey, please tell me I'm not the only one who's smelling this.
Did you dealt it?
Absolutely not. I did not dealt this. It smells horrible.
I'm out of leads, team.
Okay. No. It wasn't me. Okay, so there's a city like a few miles that way, and it just stinks. And I thought running away from it would make it better, but it actually just got like worse the further away I got. And I think if we dealt with the dealtness over there, it might be better. We might like it. Yeah.
If it's worse over here, then wouldn't it be coming from here?
Well, like I thought it would get better if I like got away from it, but it didn't.
Oh.
Like it started there. Okay, so I'll tell you the story. Okay, so I was riding on my horse, right? Like every day I go from my house to like not my house. You don't know me, so you don't need to know the details. Anyway, so I was riding from my house to not my house, and I was riding on my horse, and I was riding past this village, right? And it's this village that I pass by every day, so it's not really that big of a deal. I pass by this village. Anyway, today it was slightly different. It was a different village. Weird, right? It didn't look the same. And it stunk like real bad. So instead of going on my regular thing, I decided to turn around and go home. Perhaps I thought maybe it'd smell better if I went to my house and I closed the windows. You know, me and my missus, you know, she wouldn't have really liked it if it smelled bad. She would have blamed me. You know, I mean, let's be honest, I don't smell great, but it would have, you know, anyway, I closed the windows. Didn't smell good. So I had to get out of there. I really, really had to get out of there. And this is the closest town. Honestly, that's all I know. All I know is that this village looks different than what it did look like, and it smells real bad. And it just kind of kept going. And now it's here, and I don't know how to escape it. It's like it's following me.
I absolutely would like to rob this guy. I got a 25.
You've been up for way too long.
Yep, nope, not even close. Yeah, so I imagine it's with your mage hands.
I'm gonna have the invisible mage hand take this dude's money and very much slip it in Barnabas's pocket. It's like little something for you, buddy. little walking around coin. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You'll notice it is a very insignificant amount of money for him. Also, I didn't tell you earlier, but it was 3 gold pieces from the tavern man that I think you handed to the other 2, but from this guy, it's only 10 silver. It's not really that.
I don't do it for the money.
I do it because I can.
I do it because I can. Yes. Right.
Hello, small man.
Yes.
Are you in great danger?
I mean, if it keeps going, yeah. Cause like I can't like breathe. You know, it smells real bad, and like I don't want to say I'm in danger. Although I don't know, I gotta be honest. When a village like transforms into a whole nother village, that's weird, you know? Like it is weird, and it's like really close to where I live, and so I'm not really sure what to do about it.
So this home that you weren't going from your other home, was it a lady that you were seeing of the night, or your lady's friend, or
What?
is that something that
Okay, like I'm saying, you don't really know me, so I don't want to like give you
sorry.
details.
That's not a no. No, absolutely. I mean, does she have a sister or a
was just-
brother? Whatever.
Roll an
I'm
insight
paying
check.
attention to the story?
I want to roll too.
Right.
Everyone roll an insight check.
Oh, okay.
12.
24.
Far
That
less
is,
effective. That's a big old 10.
That is a 18.
All right. So
Lady of the night, how dare you?
We all lean in.
Barnabas, you clearly noticed that you nailed it like right on the head of like he was going from his house with his lady to a place not his lady, but there's another lady. So you kind of nailed it on the head there. So yeah, he very much he was not and he clearly said that he's been doing this quite a bit. So yeah, he's
Gotcha.
you get.
Yep. I don't agree with you, but sure.
Don't
man.
agree with what? Do you not believe me?
Huddle up, team. Apparently, in the stinky place, there's people who like to party. So it might be worth us going to check it out.
I do like parties.
Well, if we're gonna go there, and Zeal's gonna take, her long blue robe that I talked about earlier. So she's gonna take and she's gonna rip the all the way up to her waist. So there's kind of one of her legs showing, and she's gonna rip off pieces, and then she's like, "Here, so we'll put these on our nose. So as we get closer, so she's gonna wrap."
Oh no! I thought you were showing a little leg because they like to party in the place, but you just
it's 2 in 1.
Same.
Okay.
Rue just immediately
ready for the
rips
party.
her dress, and now her dress has a slit in it.
Like we say in the Feywild, "Porque no los dos." Yeah.
So she'll wrap around her nose like a little mask, so she doesn't have to deal with it as much. She'll hand them out to everyone.
Thank you.
All right. So
Very kind of you.
from what I'm, all right. So when I rolled up, I saw you all. Then you huddled up together, and then you put some stuff over your mouth. Are you going to the village to deal with this, or okay? All right, good, because that's great, because that really ruins the mood, it's not great.
Us doing something about it ruins the mood. I'm not here to yuck your yums. If you want cursed stinky villages that, but
no. I personally, it's just when it really stinks, a few blocks away from my house, it really ruins the mood. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we'll deal with it, but you gotta let us know what is the best place in town to get a drink or to party. What tavern is hitting it?
Right, yeah. So we're in a really small town, so there's only one. So because there's only one, that's the most poppin' place, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's called
see.
Tabbleback Cavern, or Tavern. Tabbleback Tavern is what it's called. It's pretty cool. It's where I go.
Tavern. It's where, yeah, right.
Tabbleback
Well, I mean, it's where
Tavern,
you go,
yeah.
except when you're not going there. Right?
You got it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, all right. I'm tired of this guy and I've already robbed him. Let's go. And I turn and just walk away.
Before we go, Rue is going to take off her mask and give it to the guy and say, I don't have to breathe. Bye! Because I'm a vampire. I don't need to breathe. Yeah.
So do you smell this?
Yes, because I think I haven't
When you make like a
broken
conscious
away
effort to
from.
smell.
Yeah. It's like the reverse of like, when you think about breathing, you have to breathe. But it's like, yeah.
Now I have to, thanks.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now everyone listening to this is like, I'm thinking about breathing.
It's true.
Yep. All right. So you just kind of leave the small human dude and his horse as you start traveling out of Fandolin towards the direction of the cloud. Let's just call it that. It's a cloud. It's like a light green cloud in that distance. But you do see that it's in quite far. So it's going to be a little bit of a trek. So what do you do to pass the time as you're walking from Fandolin to that place?
It's getting worse as we go, right? As we get closer.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's a steady growth.
Steady
it's
growth.
not. Yeah, it's steady growth too. Yeah. So you do notice it is getting worse as you're getting closer, though. Yeah.
Could you help me learn how to not breathe?
Yes. I
'Cause it's
have
like-
a song.
Song.
A not breathing song? Because I gotta tell you, I can taste it now. It's like it lingers on the palate.
I pull out my pan flute and I go like, boo, 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 boo. Well, in order to not breathe, just stop. Boo, boo. And I just kind of like nonsense. But
In
then when
order
you
to not
need to breathe,
Just stop.
Oh, yeah,
just
no, I
breathe.
don't got it. Yeah, I had it, but then I don't have it. I don't got it.
Oh.
Oh, so it's worse. I took a deeper breath. Ow.
Oh, it takes some practice. You'll get there. I believe in you.
I just keep
Barnabas has
pressing.
just been holding his breath the whole time.
I just like
Yeah.
shotgun prestidigitate the smell of beer in front of my face and Zeal's, like pulling us along like sticks and carrots from horses. It's like
Yes.
more.
as
go,
you move
please.
closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I can stay near
Um,
you.
Yeah. All right, Barnabas. What is how long can you hold your breath?
I don't know.
I believe it's Constitution plus.
It's like
Something, if I
con
recall.
it's like con versus a certain number of seconds or something. Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Con is 15, so that's not that long. Probably like, yeah. So-
All right.
It's a
It's
number
just-
of minutes. It's a number of minutes to 1 plus their Constitution modifier, which makes no sense. But there you have it.
Okay, so I
number
think
of
that's 4
minutes.
minutes. It looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Which
right.
is
Okay, because I think, yeah. All right, so 4 minutes. So it's a super long time if we're equating this to real life, but 4 minutes you got. But as you're walking in, you're seeing that Fergon and Rue are talking about how to hold their breath. Singing some songs and stuff. You start to notice that you really have to start breathing here soon. As you're holding your breath, you're about 3.5 minutes in at this point. And you just, yeah. You really got to breathe.
What's wrong, big guy?
Oh, yeah. Now you taste
I
it.
taste it.
Yeah,
I
now you
taste it.
taste it.
It's
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
palate, just like
Here,
Yeah.
she'll just
It
take
does not
out
taste good.
one of her cases and hand it over.
Yeah.
What is it? Barnabas, what do you taste?
What do you taste?
Quince.
Oh.
Tiny little quince. They're so cute. Thank you.
Nice. All right.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, so it takes out the taste of your mouth a little bit, but you took a deep breath. You took a real deep breath, so it's still there. It's still
Yep.
there.
It's in my sternum.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's
inside.
It's honestly, it's not
It's
going
inside.
for a while. You're gonna
Yeah,
taste it for a while. Yeah.
I realized, maybe I should just stop fighting it. Just breathe it in. Just let it in your lungs. Just let it happen. Just. I've made a mistake.
Yeah, I would not have done that.
You made a mistake.
Ew.
Yeah.
Mm.
You do notice though, because this is quite a bit of a walk. You do notice though, as you're 20, 30 minutes into this walk, what you did once smell and taste is starting to equate and, even out into your own body. You're kind of getting used to it. You still taste it. If you keep your mind on it, you notice it. But honestly, you are starting to get used to the just intense smell. But as you're getting closer, it is getting worse for sure. So you're getting there too. I want so as you're walking, you hear a little bit of rustling in the distance. Let's say we're doing theater of the mind. So let's say that you're on a trail and you're about 20 feet away from you, off to your right as you're walking. You hear a little bit of rustling, and what do y'all do? Anything?
The moment that happens, I just say, cool, cool, cool. And I step behind Barnabas and hit hide. Yep. Yeah. I'm like, huh.
Interesting. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What did you roll?
That is going to be a 29.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I cease to exist.
Yeah.
Like,
it is not physically possible for these to see you over that. So yes, absolutely hide, and you are hidden. So everyone else, well, you also see this too, but as you're walking, you see kind of the miasma, the haze kind of fluttering around. You see it, moving as if something's kind of moving the air itself. And you notice that you hear this buzzing sound. It's a very faint buzzing sound, but it is getting closer. And as you see it coming out of the forest, you see these flies. They are slightly small. They are grotesque, and you also see a few bugbears on their way as well. And I want everyone to roll some initiative.
Ooh.
ooh.
No.
First comment of the day.
First combat.
I rolled a 12.
19.
All right. So was it Zeal for the 12? Is that
no, I had
8.
7.
18.
7? Okay. 18. Rue, what was yours?
12.
12. And then Fergon?
19.
All right. And then let me roll for these guys. So you are going to see, just as they are emerging from this, you're going to see 4 bugbears. Ooh, that's a nat 20 for the bugbear.
Oh.
Yeah. And then let's see. And then what is there?
Stella, should I try to tame this one too?
All right. So you are going to see 4 bugbears and then 4 of these fly things. First up is actually the bugbear. So the bugbear will roll up to let's see, Fergon hid, so it's going to go straight to Barnabas and swing at you with the Morning Star that they have. Ooh, that is a nat 1.
Oh.
So so not great. It's going to swing at you, and it's Morning Star is going to swing at you, hit the ground, and actually get lodged in there. And next turn, it's going to have to spend half of its movement to unjam it. The second one. The second one is going to swing at Zeal. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No. Okay. So it's going to just swing at you, and you're just gonna dodge out of the way there with its Morning Star. Yeah, exactly. The next one is at Rue, and this one is actually going to throw a javelin at you. This one is not running up to you. It's going to throw from a distance of about 15 feet or so.
Oh.
And that one is a dirty 20. I imagine that is.
Oh yeah. I'm squishy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So.
Ow. Oh, you're rolling a lot of dice.
All right, so you're gonna 9. It actually hit some of my dice. 9 piercing damage to you.
Okay.
And then the fourth one, because it too does not see Furgon, it is going to go to Barnabas. So just a reminder, 3 of them are running at you, 2 of them in front of Barnabas, 1 of them is in the distance, and 1 of them in front of Zeal. Does a 12 hit you, Barnabas? Highly doubt that.
No.
Okay, cool. So 2 in front of Barnabas, 1 in front of Zeal, 1 in the distance, and then there are some flies about 15 feet in the distance as well. Next up in the order, it is Furgon.
Do any of them look like they're clearly in charge? Like, is one of them dressed differently, wearing a headdress, pointing, anything of the sort?
Yeah, let's go with the javelin. The javelin one who threw it is clearly a little bit more standoffish,
right.
Sending his 3 other minions in. Yeah.
I'm gonna ease up on him and sneak attack with my booming blade. Just
all right.
Yep. So let's see here. Does what the heck? Does dirty 20 hit him?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Then that is gonna be. Hold on a second here. Let me assemble the old dice pool. Sorry. All right, the image incoming. I appear right behind him and shank him with the booming blade, and I just say, I mean, if you're gonna fight, you've got to fight. You can't just stand back and be like, no, I mean, come on, let's do it. That is going to be 25 points of damage, 29 points of damage.
Yikes. So you appear behind him, and you just shake him in the back, and it's pretty much straight to the heart there. And he just goes, and then he looks at you and he's like, and then he falls. You can tell though, before he died, he absorbed what you said though. It's like, I really shouldn't have sent those 3 in first, should I? Yeah. And yeah, he's straight up dead.
Yep. I look down at him and think really hard about robbing him, and then I'm like, oh, later. Hey, I got one. I got this guy. And then I'm gonna bonus action hide again. I'm all like, oh.
Yep.
So, the stealth dice are favoring me here. That's going to be 26 to hide. Like, it's like, yeah, I got him. They can see me. No, you can't.
Oh,
yep. So,
okay. All right. So, let me see if these can even, I don't think these can even physically, no, they can't even see. So,
if they can see me on a natural 20, you never know. It's your table. It is what you say it is.
True.
You know?
That is true. All right, moving up, we have the flies. So technically these flies are around where the suit where Furgon is. So let me roll for them to see. Wow, they actually they rolled a 19. However, that is not going to be enough. So they do not see you.
I feel like they get really close and I'm like,
yeah, they fly right by you. Yeah. And like as they're flying by you, you can just tell these are not normal like I mean, they're way bigger than just like regular flies, but they're like it's a little gross as they're flying past your face. Is all I'm saying. Anyway, we are going to send 2 of them at you, Barnabas. So let's see. Ooh, that's a nat 20. So that's one.
I'm going to use silvery barbs to disrupt that natural 20. So
All
it
right.
has to re-roll.
Re-roll?
Yeah, it has to re-roll and take the lower, and I'm gonna give advantage to myself because now I am visible. I'm like, but
Okay.
oh crap.
All right, so
you know,
that's a 4. So
Yeah.
good on you. All right.
Nice.
And so that's the first one. So that one misses. That one just flies around you, Barnabas. But you can tell it really wants to get you. Really wants to get you.
What if?
And then the second one rolled a 2. So neither of them hit you. They're just flying around you, but you can tell they're trying to land on you, and you're just kind of.
like this.
One of them is going after you, Zeal, and one of them is going after you, Rue. There are 4. That one's a 9. I highly doubt that hits you,
Nope.
Zeal. And then Rue, 13.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. All right. So none of those hit, but they are flying around you, buzzing around you. And then next up is Barnabas.
Oh, how tall are these things?
The bugbears or the flies?
The bow or everything. Like how? Like, am I like towering over things, or am I like equal footing?
So the bugbears are like humanoid. They're pretty big. They're, I wouldn't say they quite match you, but the flies are like small birds.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna go up. I'll like kind of walk over to the one that like has the morning star stuck in the ground and be like,
Yep.
Hello. Not your day. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna rage. I'm like, well, I guess I have no choice but to rage. So here we go. Party on.
You see his eyes like open.
And like my eyes kind of like turn from like purple to like red. And like, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna have to do this now. And I swing my 2-handed axe right in his like little.
All right.
And that is a well, that's 19. That's a 26 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
And yeah, I'm gonna roll some dice to do some damage to that neck. Give me that neck. And neck. That's a 15 to that neck.
15 damage.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And
So you hit him right on. You hit him right on the neck, and he just like, as he's like trying to pull it out, his eyes go wide, and he's like, "Ugh!" and yeah, you do some massive damage to him, but he is still alive. He's hurt, but he's still alive. All right. Anything else for your turn?
I use my bonus action to rage, and I struck. So yeah, I can't do anything else.
Any movement,
yes.
or are you gonna stick around there?
I got I'm gonna get his neck. Yes, everyone. Look, see. I'm raging.
All right, next up is Rue.
Rue, she takes this javelin that's been thrown at her, and it's like piercing through her torso, and she pulls it out, and she says, "Oh, I think you dropped this." And she's gonna throw it back at them.
The one that threw it is dead right now. Just a
Oh,
heads up.
it's okay. Rue is kind of spacey, just at a different bugbear, just a completely different creature. Oh no, that's a 9.
That does not hit. So you'll pull out this javelin and you toss it towards the nearest bugbear. The 2 that are near Barnabas. One of the 2 that are near Barnabas, and it just kind of like flies past them. Let's say it's the one that just got hit, so it's like, oh.
Oh, sorry, I'm not very good at throwing.
The javelin just kind of like tink, right into the ground. Anything else for your turn?
Is the fly that came up to me in melee range of me?
It is, yeah. They're all of the flies are within melee range.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my dagger, and with my offhand, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, you're stinky!" Stab. That is
All
gonna
right.
be that's gonna be a 15.
That hits.
Okay. So that's gonna be 8 damage.
Okay, so you just kind of stab this thing, and it skewers it, and you just see it go, and it's just still on your dagger, and
I'm
it's
trying to
dead.
shake it off.
Yeah, you it was like Karate Kid, like you just like hit it out of the air, and it's just like dead on your dagger. Yeah,
Oh no, this is
that one is
disgusting.
dead.
That's my turn.
And you notice, like, as you see it on the dagger, this thing has like, it looks like little needles, and like yeah, it looks like it's got like little needles on it.
I'll just
Looks
like
like
kind of
fingers and
wheel
stuff.
around and hold it out towards Zeal and be like, "Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh."
Speaking of Zeal, it is Zeal's turn.
All right. I feel like Zeal, first of all, she's gonna take one of the flasks this time on her, like she has a hidden one on her heel, like right there, tied to her leg. She's gonna take it out and she's like, oh, I need to get ready. And she's gonna take a swig on it and throw it on the side, and then she's gonna take out her quarterstaff, do a little flip with it, and just catch it in the air. And she's like, well, batter's up, and she's gonna try to hit the fly. With her quarterstaff, 22.
All right. Yep, that hits.
13 bludgeoning damage, and she's just gonna.
So that thing just explodes. You just hit it, and it just into some like red dust.
Yeah, see, much better than skewing, Rue.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And you just see some like wings hit the ground. Yeah.
So there's the bugbear in front of her as well, still, right?
There is, yeah.
All right, so she's gonna do a flip and jump off of the ground with her hands and try to flip onto the back of the bugbear.
Okay, let's do an acrobatics check just to see how cool that flip is.
26.
That is the coolest flip you all have ever seen. It is the most
like
smooth flip. Yeah.
Multiple, and she
it's like a 720. Yeah.
She sits right on the back of the bugbear. Sorry, go ahead.
If Rue had blood, she would be blushing so hard right now.
Yeah.
And then she is gonna spend a key point for her Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Which I've never done before, so I'm trying to figure out that. It's you can spend an unarmed strike. Okay, so 2 unarmed strikes. She's gonna do it open palmed, just to smack the back of the head of the bugbear twice. So that's a 27 and a 27. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Both of those hit. Yes.
All right. Why did I do both?
Because your second roll was the crit, so it's only the 8.
Oh, okay. So it's just 8. 8 and 9. So 17.
17. Okay. Yeah. So you land on the back of this bugbear and just bat bat. And you can tell this thing really felt that quite a bit. It didn't feel good at all. And it is still up though.
Okay, well, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. So I like cross chop it essentially, and we'll see if it just like falls.
That's a nat 1, so
that
definitely fails there.
So
it falls straight to its like knees and hands.
And I'm still on its back. That's where I'm gonna stay.
Yep. So it kind of looks like you're riding this bugbear now because it's on its knees and hands, and it's just like, yeah.
And that's where Zeal end her turn.
All right. So next up, it's back to the bugbears. So we have 3 bugbears left. We have one that is 2 that are still on Barnabas, and then one that is being basically ridden on by Zeal. So one of the bugbears that hasn't been hit is going to go and swing at Barnabas, since he's right there and can tell that he's a little angry. Barnabas is slightly angry.
Hello.
I imagine a 23 hits.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's grab this. All right, so it has a special ability Brute, so it deals 1 extra die of its damage when it hits. So that is 12 damage.
All right.
So it just smacks you straight across the face with the Morning Star, and there's just a smear of blood as you get hit.
Yes.
Yeah! If you're raging, you take half damage, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then next up is going to be the other bugbear that you really dealt some damage to, Barnabas. That one's going to swing at you as well. That is also 26, so that one will swing at you. All right. That is 22 damage.
2, so 11.
Wow.
Yeah. So that one really just kind of like wound up. This is the one that you injured. So it's taken some revenge on you, and just batters up and right across the face with the Morning Star.
La la
All
la
right,
la
the third
la
one.
la 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 la.
The third one is the one that's on the ground, that's got Zeal on its back, and it's just gonna try to like buck you off, basically. And so it's gonna kind of crawl away from you 5 feet and stand up, so that'll be half its movement, and it's gonna attempt to like hit you, since you're still kind of like prone-ish on the ground, since you were sitting on it.
Oh.
That's a 9, so I don't think that hits.
No.
Yeah,
I'll just
so it crawls away
cartwheel.
from you, stands up, swings down, and it just kind of hits the ground, and
Barrel roll on the side.
yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
So that is the bugbears. Next up is Fergon.
I'm currently visible, unfortunately, but I still have advantage.
You
so
are.
there's Zeal is on 1, 2 are on Barnabas. Is anyone on Rue right now?
No,
Okay.
those have all been killed.
I look up at Zeal and I'm like, I mean, you seem to be doing a thing here. Would you like me to, or would you rather? Because I don't.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just having fun.
Ah, yes. Hang on. Watch this. Booming blade again with my sneak attack. Ooh, and a natural 20.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
First
Alright,
nat 20.
Hey.
That is. Hold on a second. I'd assembled the dice pool already, so I guess I'll just double this when it gets here. I'm just like, I just have to be careful because I don't want to hit you with the you know. That is going to be 56 points of damage.
Okay, so this is just to the one that had just crawled out from under Zeal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you hit it with the booming blade.
Mm-hmm.
This one evaporates. Yeah, you just kind of hit this one, and it just poofs like Infinity War Thanos snap poofs out of existence.
I
It's
just kind of look down at it for a second, and I look at her, and I look at it, and I look at her, and I'm like, you really softened that thing up. And bonus action hide again.
Yeah. So that one's dead.
That is only a 17 on the stealth this time. So I'm covered in bugbear goo. It's getting harder. It's
Yeah.
getting harder.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Barnabas.
I'm like reeling back from the hit, and I'm like, that was fun. Shall we try this? And I wind up.
He just saw his friend get evaporated, so he's a little nervous now.
Shall we try this? And I like wind up my axe, and I'm like, okay. That's That's a 25.
Is this
Dirty
to the one
25
that has
hit.
been damaged or hasn't been damaged?
That has the one that hasn't been damaged.
Hasn't been damaged. Okay.
Hasn't been
That
damaged.
hits.
Yeah. So that's my first attack. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll some damage. That is gonna be 28. And I'm just like,
All right.
what? And I look at the one that has been damaged. I'm like, I'll get back to you in a minute.
Yep. Yeah. So you hit this one that hasn't been damaged. This one smacked you a few times. You hit it, and it just kind of like collapses the side of its head as you hit it with your weapon, and it just and falls to the ground. And that one is dead. So just to recap real quick, we got one bugbear that has been damaged, still on Barnabas, and then we have 2 suture flies. All right. So
And then I have another
yeah.
I have another attack because I'm raging.
So you have that other one next to you. Yep.
And so as he like the bugbear slumps over, I kind of like grab it before it like slumps over and kind of lift its head, and I turn it towards the one that's damaged, and I'm like, oh, you want to play a little game when I'm raging? So this is what's going to happen to your friend. Oh,
Its face is
hello.
horrified. It's like its face is like the one that you picked up, its face is like collapsed. The other one just got evaporated by the booming blade. It's horrified.
Hello, and I'll roll to just stuff the bugbear into the other bugbear.
Like, yo, dog, I heard you like bugbears. Yeah, right.
And that is a 27.
Improvised weapon.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is 27 to hit. I'm trying to shove the bugbears into his own mouth. So yeah.
It hits.
I just
I don't
lean
even
over
know
to
what
Rue and I'm
damage
like,
the,
I'm glad we were nice to that guy. Like,
Yeah.
I usually like this.
Oh.
We're going to play a little game called
yes.
Sock Puppet.
Treat this as an improvised weapon with the
Okay.
bugbear for damage.
All right.
Thought he was shy.
He clearly is in his element.
Maybe this
That
is
is
how
gonna
he
be-
parties.
It's going to be a 15.
15 damage with improvised weapon.
Yeah. 15 damage to win from my weapon.
it's not a no,
well-
it's a request for more information.
Okay, so to recap, you have picked up this basically collapsed head of the bugbear, and you have like shoved it with your fist into the other bugbear, and it goes in, and it kind of breaks the jaw, and the other bugbear just collapses to the ground, and now you have this weird like Ouroboros of bugbears. Yeah.
Hello,
It's
hello. How are you
bugbear
doing
centipede.
today? Oh, what's going on with you? Oh, nothing. Tea and
Yep.
crumpets later. Oh, tea and crumpets later. All right. Hey.
He's not okay.
That's not
Okay.
I'm raging.
I'm hoping he can't see me, but it's no. You're doing great. No, it's
You're whispering
not-
to us from the shadows.
Hey, very much like that's not all
That's
right.
your
That's
friend.
not
That's
that doesn't
your-
usually happen. I mean, he's our
You
friend.
hang out
Like we
with
all
him. Yes, I
we
know,
all
but
met at the same time. Like I mean, collectively, this is
you're hiding behind him. Are you sure that's okay?
it's. I mean, because behind him, he can't do that to me.
That's a good point. I like your
that's-
point.
Oh,
Right.
we should all be behind him.
Exactly. I'll be behind him at all
I
times.
agree.
All right, it is the suture flies turn.
Mhm.
They have no sense of fear, so they will attack. Zeal. One will go after Zeal. Does a. Sorry, I didn't have this one open. A 13 hit.
No.
Okay. And then another one will go after Zeal.
Okay.
Ooh, that one should hit 21.
That one will hit.
Ooh, I'll use silvery barbs.
Hey.
does that do?
So
Is that
you have to re-roll, and I'll give advantage to Zeal.
Yay.
okay? So reroll. That's a 1. So yeah, these two flies come and buzz around Zeal, both of them completely missing. The one that rolled a 1 now, it was originally going straight for the face, but then you kind of ducked out of the way and it like skewered into the ground, and it kind of like an Acme, just kind of like, you know. And so yeah, it is in the ground right now. And that is the suture fly's turn. So next up we have Rue.
Rue will scoot behind Barnabas, and as she's going by, she's gonna pat you on the arm. She says, "You've been doing a great job, friend." And I'm gonna cast
you.
Cure Wounds at first level. That
On yourself?
is on Barnabas. And that is 11 hit points.
Doing good.
Friend,
thank
we
you.
are friends.
Oh yes,
Friends.
yes, definitely.
And you
We'll
see
have drinks
this
and
like
music
red
later.
light like blossoming from her fingertips, and it's got this sort of slightly necrotic, like necromantic energy, but it infuses you and you feel better as your wounds are starting to stitch up.
Good times. I feel great.
Doing great,
All
buddy.
right. So that was your movement and your action. Any bonus actions?
No, that's it.
All right, Zeal, it is you up.
Okay, well, Zeal's gonna rip even more of her robe. She's just losing like just sections. She's gonna wrap her hands with some of the robe, and she's gonna be like, all right, this one's an easy one first. And she's gonna go up to the one on the ground and take her staff and just slam it down. 17.
That hits.
For 9 bludgeoning damage. Just straight down.
Ooh, just barely. Yeah, just barely. That one, it gets smashed and just kind of splats onto the ground.
All right, that was the good one. And she's gonna use her key point for another Fury of Blows, but she really doesn't want to touch it. So she's just gonna like use her backhand, like that's wrapped. She's just gonna be like smack it in the back with her Fury of Blows. So 11 and 14.
Neither hit.
Neither hit.
Yep.
I'm okay with that outcome.
You still got the other one. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, the bugbears are dead. Next up is Fergun. There is one fly left, just kind of pestering Zeal right now.
I just sort of look at it for a second, and I'm like, you know, I feel like you earned this. Really?
No, please, like please go ahead.
You sure?
No,
because I mean, I don't. I mean, it's probably gonna be like everywhere if I.
Let me just, I'll just.
Right.
I'll just back up.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. And that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yep.
So I think that'll, and I'm gonna booming blade and sneak attack on him. I realize it's a fly, but it has it coming.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does.
Also, just because I know that suture flies can detect blasphemy, because of course they can. Why wouldn't they be able to? I do just at the very last second whisper just the most heinous stuff I can think of at the very last.
You can tell the suture flyer really wants to turn around towards you at this point.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I won't say out loud what am I. Okay, I think one of the dice landed. 23 points of damage.
You can so as you hit this thing, you can tell once you whisper to it, it's like, oh, this is a good target, and it turns around towards you.
I very much am like, I would send you to meet your god, but it doesn't exist. Yeah.
And this thing just splits right in the middle, just like Doctor Strange in the bus, just and then hits onto the ground. And that is the end of the encounter. Y'all kind of demolished some of those creatures. So
I look at Barnabas and the fact that his eyes are still all like black until he calms down, and I just take one step behind Zeal and hide. I'm like, oh, they dropped something.
It's me. She you go to hide behind her, and she'll like be like, yeah, it's fine. She'll like, go to touch your shoulder, and she'll like jump off of it. Be like, goodbye.
I do want to say thank you as we're battling it out. We do have a few donations during that. We have
yes.
Zombie Fighter giving inspiration. Unfortunately, I can't cut it off for here. So Zombie, if you're still here, please let us know who you're giving inspiration to. And then Inway was giving critical success to Zeal. So in the future, you got one, Zeal.
Thanks.
Nice.
So
Thank you,
keep
chat.
that in mind. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Before we move on, I just wanted to give a quick reminder. We are doing this for the children.
Mhm.
We are doing a charity for Zeno to help underprivileged children with particularly math, but other education as well here in the Seattle area. So please, if you can, please consider donating. Right now, we have just finished up a really fun encounter where you guys pretty much decimated the competition here. So after you destroy these bugbears and these suture flies, which didn't get to do my favorite thing, but it's fine. You every time I play against them, I'm like, you evil DM.
They should not be.
So yeah. So you destroyed some of these. You notice over the course of the battle, and after kind of the the aftermath, it just smells worse. You are noticing that the smell has gotten worse as you have stood there. So I imagine you continue forward.
Is it getting worse, or is it all the guts and blood everywhere?
Roll a nature check.
All right. Nature 12.
Could be both.
That's about it.
Yeah.
She takes another strip, puts a second strip behind her.
All right. So yeah.
I just say, well, good news. We're probably going in the right direction.
This is true. Yeah, you do see as you're walking, the miasma is getting closer. Eventually you pass by a small village. It does not seem this is where the smell is emanating from. However, you do see that this is where people are living. All of the windows are boarded up. They're not even closed at this point. They are boarded up. And the few people that are outside of their homes have very heavy like rags around their face to presumably get the smell out of their noses and mouths. Does not smell good here. And yeah, it's just a small little town. Just passing by, or yeah.
I will lift up my hands and I begin to cast a spell. You see these little motes of red light floating around me, and they begin to take the shape of a large eye, and it hovers over my forehead. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Do I see any magical presences nearby?
Here, no, you don't see any magical presences. It just seems to be a pretty regular town that is struggling with the stench.
All right, friends, this spell will only last for 10 minutes, so I'm going to run around as quickly as I can to see if there's any clues here.
Wait, can I try to pick her up and run?
Sure.
Can I try to scoop her
roll
back?
a strength check.
Okay.
If something goes wrong, yell at the top of your lungs.
All right.
12. You know what? Nat 20, because I got the inspiration.
Hey,
Yeah, you got
For the
it.
advantage
go.
is 21. There you go. I'm doing it. That's
How are
Boom.
you carrying me?
You got it.
so
So
princess style for sure.
I love it.
There you go.
And I have 40
So
movement speed, so I'll even dash.
Yeah, you're running around and you see that there are when you run around, there are very few people outside of the village. There are only a handful of people, and you can tell they're rushing. Is pretty much they're carrying like very vital supplies, food, water, things like that, and they're rushing back to either get those supplies or going back home. There's not too much in the village happening.
All right. I don't think this is the source. It looks like the people here are being affected by whatever it is, but we couldn't find anything really.
We went all over.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't notice anything there. No magic or anything like that. However, you do notice the guy who you had talked to on a horse has now caught up to you. And he pulls into the village and he's like, "Hey, I saw you guys. I was just coming back home to see my missus and make sure everything was doing good. And yeah, I'm back."
Wait, is this
so
your
I'm
actual town, or is this the town that was weird?
This is my actual. The weird one is just a few blocks away over there. No, this is where I live. Yeah.
So this is where your woman is, not the woman that isn't your woman.
Sure.
Excuse me, ma'am, are you his woman? Because he's got a not his woman that is somewhere else.
So
I super out this dude.
This is in front of his house. Yeah. This is in front of his house, and you hear some rustling, and the door opens in front of this, and she's like, "Sorry, what? Did you say not his woman?"
I just look at the guy and I'm like, knowing I robbed him.
Yeah. Is this his money that you robbed from him?
No,
No,
I'm implying he can pay me, but I know he can't pay me. I took his money, but he can pay me to keep quiet. That's why I'm just like, bro. Bro.
I once read that Shakespeare said, "Put money in thy purse."
He looks at her. He looks at you. He's like, no, that's not what he said, sweetheart. That's certainly not what he said. In that right, sir, here. And he's gonna go reach for his pocket, and he notices there is no money. And he's just kind of hold on just a second. It's cool. It's I may have. I'm gonna just go look in my horse's bag real quick. Hold on just a second.
Can I try to intimidate him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so he's walking towards the bag.
Oh. That is a dirty 21.
Wow.
Yeah, so he is let me see. Oh, he rolled in that 20. So he's actually not afraid of you. He is, however, way more nervous right now of Furgon and the implied dirty tricks here. So he's digging through the horse, and yeah.
I do look at his lady, and I just say, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you know anything about a strange town a few blocks that way?"
Oh, yeah. There's a strange town over there. Over there, let's see, what is that town called? Hey, Junior. And she'll look at the guy who's at the horse. And he's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, so what is in that town, and what's the name of that town that you're going to every day?" And she's like, and he says, "Well, that over there is that's Juniper is the name of the town over there. What I'm doing over there is
yeah, what are you doing over there, Junior?"
"None of your business, sweetheart."
Zeal would like to go over to the woman, be like, so I think you understand what's going on, and if you ever want to get even, I'll be back around these parts, and we can have a good time.
I think I'd like to get even with him right now.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Okay,
she's gonna go in there and grab. She goes back into the house, and you can tell he gets a little scared. She goes back into the house.
We'll just
she comes out with a bat.
When she goes in the house, I look at Zeal and I'm like, I'm not here to tell you how to do your thing, but I mean, maybe we should like finish saving the world before.
We're doing that first, and then I'll be back. I'm just
right.
Yeah, I'll be back.
No, makes sense. You're multitasking.
I have a journey to take. Very, I want to be understood and
apparently.
I need to try out everything
told you,
that this world has to offer.
I told you about all of this that was going on, and you could help me out.
I am helping you out. You'll be even.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Clearly, I think you won't even be even. You'll be ahead. I mean, look at her. She's incredible.
And she walks out with a big bat, basically, and she's like, she walks out with a bat, and she's like, hey, Junior. And she'll, kind of Harley Quinn style on the shoulder and be like, hey, Junior. I think you and I need to have a little chat.
Could I ask for something at DM's discretion?
Yes.
At my level, Booming Blade hurts instantly and also hurts when they move. Do I have the option of only casting it if they move?
No, you go ahead.
Because I'm gonna tap Junior with the Booming Blade, and I say, if you run, it'll be so much worse. So it's only if he moves, it'll go off.
I love it. All right,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
Put the sword away. Yeah, I'm just like, there you go, buddy.
Still goes back to Rue.
All right.
Yep, stand there and take it. Yeah.
All right. So you do that, and he clearly notices that he's in a very shitty situation here. And he doesn't move. Do y'all stick around, or are you gonna?
Yeah, we gotta roll.
No, we gotta go. This town's this way.
Yeah, but clearly we're gonna be back.
Are you sure?
Goodbye.
Are you sure?
We'll be back.
We're back.
I could really use your help.
As we're leaving, Rue will shout, "Good luck on working on your communication skills. Bye."
Yeah, and you just hear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. You hear Furgon, you're gonna hear that the booming blade kind of active. you can tell he takes some damage as he tries to crawl away.
Ew, sorry, buddy. Yep, I'm not though.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
As you hear as you're walking away. So she pointed towards a certain direction, kind of opposite of the direction that you're going, of where the village that he would visit was, and that's where where he said the miasma was.
Yep, towards Juniper.
Go that way.
Going towards Juniper. All right, cool.
But not Juniper.
So
Bizarro Juniper.
Yeah. So you're gonna go towards what is presumed to be Juniper, and it's not a very long walk. Like you said, it's only a few blocks, so 15 minutes or so. You find yourself at this small little town. There are no people, but what you do see is some, let's just say monsters, creatures. I'm a Magic player. Let's call them creatures. You'd see some things kind of walking around. They're not paying you any mind. You're not close enough for them to really see you. However, they are just kind of wandering around. The way that this village looks looks dilapidated. Certainly no one could really be living here. It's looks old. And these monsters, these creatures have clearly kind of had free reign in this little area, at least for quite a while.
The moment we see this, I'm like, oh, okay, and hide.
All right.
23 on the hide.
You are hidden. Are you just hiding behind Barnabas, I assume?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but behind Barnabas the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But still like whispering very encouraging things. Like, no, you got this, buddy. Tea and crumpets,
Got this.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give
Yes.
another pat on his arm, like, you've got this, friend. Friend. I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on you. Hey,
Ooh,
All right.
I just want to dance. I just want to get this over and dance.
All right. Did you what are you walking towards it or anything? Right now you were kind of on the outskirts. You are in like a trail. There is forest kind of around this area. You do notice that there is a large crack around this prior to you walking towards this village, you do notice that there is a large crack, kind of the circular crack around the village, as if it kind of just got like plopped there.
What's the status of the relative stinkiness here?
Very bad. Yeah, it
Overwhelming.
is horrible. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, even your prestidigitation is having issues getting through the stink.
Wow.
Yep. And there are a multitude of different monsters, by the way, not just one thing.
Do any of
like
them look like
circling?
any of them look like sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but do any of them
No,
look like
no.
intelligent creatures?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we go around them and just try to find like the source, and they'll disperse after that.
You do notice you can't really see because there are buildings, like very small huts and stuff. You do see in the distance that there is a place where this smell is emanating from, or this miasma, I guess.
I think is over there.
Oh, I guess you're right. Ugh. I miss the bugs already.
I mean, don't say that. There might be more bugs. This seems a very buggy place.
There's
Yes.
always more bugs.
Well, I could scout
There's
around.
always more.
I could scout around if you like and see if I can find anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all should just go there. But we can get you to scout a little bit ahead, and then we can react if
Yeah,
we find anything.
I'll stay like 40 feet out in front of the group. Yeah.
Sounds good. And are you just gonna kind of patrol around the
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
kind of keep them where I can see them.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
slap a Bardic Inspiration on you. So I think that will expire it off of.
no, they're not
Barnabas.
like concentration. You can give them out. Yeah.
Oh, one for
Yep.
you, one for you.
Hey, I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
You get a
Thank you
party.
so much.
You get a
I
party.
appreciate that. You know, it's and then that pan
Yeah.
flute fire.
Do, do, do.
Good hand fluting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, since it's pretty easy to see, let's go ahead and make this a nature check for you.
Nature. I will tell you, I'm
Yeah.
way better at perception than nature, but let's see where this goes. It's gonna be a 17.
Pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So based off your nature check, based off of your level 5 life, you know that what's kind of around here are mud mephits, dretches, and suture flies. Just kind of around.
You said flies.
I jinxed it.
I did.
Yeah.
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 So that's what you see around this area. None of them are particularly and flesh golems, sorry. So you do see quite a few
As
things
one
around.
does.
Of course, yeah.
As one does. There's far less flesh golems than anything else, but there are quite a few dretches, quite a few suture flies.
Any's
They're
too
just
many.
kind of walking around. Yeah.
Does
so,
anything
yeah.
look in any way like a centralized place? Like, is there a temple? Is there a town hall? Is there any building that looks important?
Yeah, so as you're walking around, most of these buildings do not look important at all. They look dilapidated, things are coming and going, suture flies are flying around, flesh golems are walking around, things like that. What you do notice is that there is a cave of which there is that miasma kind of flowing out and ballooning out into the wilderness. So there's that village that's kind of around what would be like a central cavern. And that is kind of, yeah.
No, they even my friends can't see me right now, but I shift into my autumn phase where like those like beautiful colors become just like slightly muted, not as pale as I was initially, but everything just kind of gets turned down a little bit. And I just say, there's a cave. I'm gonna head on in. And I mean I do just like move towards the cave. I do tell them, but I go in the cave. Yeah.
All right. So it is quite it's about 20 feet or so. So I'll have people roll a stealth check to see if you can get past some of the things that are wandering around.
It's a 25 for me.
27.
Yep.
Hey, look at you being sneaky.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Y'all are so sneaky.
I'm
Sneaky,
just
sneaky.
That is,
like cartwheels.
We're doing a snack.
That's a 18.
Okay.
Not bad.
11.
You might want to cash in that bar. Wait. Oh no, I was about to say cash in the bardic inspiration, but then she's like trump.
Yeah.
Can I use my advantage that chat got us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I believe
Oh,
in
it's
you.
a 7. It's worse.
Yeah.
So 11.
All right. Let me see. Of course that was. Okay, so I rolled to see which of those 4 things saw you, and the thing that saw you is a flesh golem. So the thing as you're walking through, yeah, you were super lucky. So as you're walking through, you know, these things are kind of like trudging along, walking around. You see flies kind of buzzing around. Everyone else is super sneaky and gets through. They get to the cave. Rue, you're sneaking through, and you kind of kick over like a small little bucket as you're walking around, like towards, you know, next to as you're scooching past the building.
I think
And you kick.
I think what Rue does is like she's trying to be sneaky, following everyone. She's like, "Oh, a bucket," and she just picks up the bucket to look in it.
There you go. Yeah. So you pick up the bucket, and the flesh golem hears you. So before I have you roll initiative, are you going to, because 3 of you are in the cavern and 1 of you is not, I will have either Root, you have the choice of running into the cavern. 3 of you have the choice of running out of the cavern. Or yeah, so how would you like to settle this?
I'm staying in the cave to figure out what's up with this.
Okay.
I think we would be like, where'd Rue go? Was she right here? And she'd turn around, but then it's up to Rue what she chooses.
Rue's like running into the cave, coming in hot.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll initiative. This flesh golem is going to is the only one that has noticed you and is running after you.
Ooh, nat 20.
16.
Hey. 23.
What is that total, Barnabas?
That totals 22.
Okay, and then Fergon, that was 23. Is that what I heard?
23. Yep.
Okay. Zeal, what was yours?
16.
16. And Rue?
11.
Man, you are Roll's not doing great today. All right.
I believe in you. Is it some chat? Buy her a 20. She's due.
She needs it.
Yeah, seriously.
For charity.
All right.
Good.
For the
For
kids.
charity, for
Buy her
charity,
a
for the
20
kids. For the kids. Come on, do it for the kids, y'all.
Yep. You said it was 11 for you?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So, Rue, you're running into the cavern, you know, coming in hot. And all of you notice that the flesh golem is the only thing that has noticed you. There's nothing currently in this cavern, so you are pretty good to go when it comes to not alerting anything else. But this golem is clearly running after Rue. First up is Fergon.
Is there anything else in the cave?
There's nothing else in the cave right now. that you notice in the mouth of the cave.
I mean, does the cave go deeper?
It does, yeah.
And
it is pretty dark in there.
And hey, I got that elven dark vision, yo.
Got that dark vision.
My friends are strong. I keep moving. And not only do I keep moving, I'll bonus action dash to keep moving. Like there's something in here that needs solving.
Even.
Like, yeah. Full anime run into the cave.
Full on Naruto.
Naruto,
All right. Next up is Barnabas.
So I see the flesh golem, and I'm just like, well, these are my friends. These are my new friends. I need to protect them, and I just like wind up my two-handed axe with one hand, woo, 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 and I'm like, I start charging at the flesh golem, and I take a swing at it, try to deflect from Rue.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 17 to hit.
You should have advantage because it doesn't see you, so make sure you roll twice.
Oh,
yep.
Shit, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, right now it
that's
only
even,
sees
That's even better.
Mm-hmm.
That is +2 to that, so that's 19 to hit.
All right, yep, that hits.
All right. This is my friend. Yeah. Ooh. That's going to be a 24.
24. All right. All right. So yeah, you kind of smack it across the face. What is the weapon that you're hitting it with?
Two-handed axe.
Two-handed axe. Is that magical or is it just regular axe?
I think it's just regular. I didn't make it
Okay.
magical.
Yeah.
I didn't.
All right, cool. So you kind of and hit it, and it definitely hits it. It is still very much alive. Doesn't seem to be phased too much, but you smacked it really good. You lopped off a couple of chunks of flesh there. Next up, we got Zeal.
Okay.
Sorry, can I bonus action rage?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yep. So you bonus action rage.
Bonus action rage. I'm just like, well, I hit it, and now you've done it. And I look at the golem in there.
Okay, for Zeal's turn, she's gonna take another of the hidden flash. She has so many. I'm gonna have to refuel everything. She'll just take a big swig, and this time she looks a little bit. She goes, ah! Has like a little hiccup, and then she goes, but she's like, it's much better, and she'll run over to Rue. A bucket. Can I use? I'm gonna use that. And she like takes the bucket.
You still have the bucket as you ran over. Yeah,
of course.
Here you go. She wants to. I want to jump up and flip and try to put the bucket on its head.
Okay.
Ooh.
With a flip.
All right. Roll an acrobatics. See what that flips like.
Ooh, nat 1, so a 9.
Ooh, that is not a flip. So yeah. How tall are you?
She is 5'8".
Okay, so without the flip, you can still do your movement, so you can still get to the flesh golem.
Okay.
But it is not a flip, that's for sure. You tricks.
Yeah, so I think she like hiccuped it as
golem.
soon as she was like about to, and she just like stumbled.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Still looks super cool though.
All right.
It still looks cool.
Walk it off. It's fine. Can I?
So go ahead and roll an AC for improvised weapon for the bucket. See if you can fit it over its head.
All right. I don't actually know how to do that. How do you improvise?
So you would roll Dex or Strength depending on what the DM wants.
Let's go with Dex.
Dex. Okay. 24.
Okay. Yep. You get it over its head. It doesn't quite fit It doesn't really go over its nose, but it kind of and covers its eyes, so it can kind of see everything within 5 feet of it. Is kind of what I'm going to say, is because it can see under the bucket. So it is not completely blinded, but it can't see basically anything outside of 5 feet unless it uses an action to take the bucket off its head.
Gotcha. And so I'm assuming that was action. So I'm going to use my bonus action for my use another key, and we're going to a Fury of Blows to try to hit the bucket further down on its head.
Bongo the drum on its head.
Bongo, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
That is a 12 and a 25.
Yep, those hit.
Both of them?
Yep.
Okay. So that's an 11 and an 8, so 19 bludgeoning damage. And it let's see. I'm going to still make a dex saving throw, please.
Yep.
Or it'll be knocked.
All right.
Like
3. So you kind of just you slam
and
the bucket on its head, bop, 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 and it kind of just like goes down to its knees as you push this bucket further down. It can now, I'll just say it's blinded now until it takes the bucket off of its head.
All right, and then Zeal will walk back and just like look and be like, yeah, that.
Yeah.
And then that'll be okay.
So yeah, you can see it's kind of flailing at this point. Next up is the flesh golem. So right now, Barnabas and Zeal are all within melee distance. This thing is just kind of going to flail. This thing is just going to flail at you. Let me roll.
We've opened up the mosh pit, Barnabas.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to see who it's going to go after. All right, so that one's going after Zeal, or it is going after Zeal. Like that's the direction of this attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is I don't believe a 10 hits.
No.
But it has multi-attack, so I will attack again. I believe a 21 would hit.
That will hit.
Ooh, I'll silvery barbs that one. I'm like,
not allowed to get hit.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. So this thing comes at you and it almost hit you. It just kind of like sideswiped you.
Yeah.
And doesn't quite hit you though. So that is it. Next up is Root.
okay. I am going to say that I'll give the silvery barbs advantage to Barnabas. I'm gonna run up to Barnabas and I'll say, "Good luck, friend," and slap him on the back. I'm gonna cast. Wait, I have a question. How tall is the cavern?
About 20 feet or so.
Great. I'm gonna cast enlarge on you.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, enlarge on Zeal.
On Barnabas.
No, Barnabas.
Oh, Barnabas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
So you go up a whole category of size.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
You are now the large. Yeah.
Become a chunk.
Yep.
Well,
all right. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I'm gonna give finger guns to Zeal.
There you go. Yeah, so you have as this round ends, you notice that this flesh golem is not really hurt at all, but it is still blinded by this bucket. Next up is Furgon.
He blinded me with bucket. Just within my movement, do I see anything?
Within your movement, no, you don't.
I then dash in bonus action. Well, in bonus action dash again. Like something's in here. Like,
yep. Yeah, as you finish your movement, you do start to see that it is rounding a corner into a slightly different. It's smaller. It kind of seems to taper off into a smaller room, and you do notice that there are some other creatures in here. It would be slightly difficult to get through there. There's really no place to hide. There's no like boxes or anything, but there are creatures in here.
And I'm like, cool, Thunderwave. Because I want my friends to hear it. I'm all like, hey, I found them. Boom! Explosion. So for the Thunderwave, I need them to give me it's a dex save, but let me see what. It's not much. I'm a wee baby. Although the explosion should be audible for 300 feet, and we're in a cave. Oh, con, sorry.
You are
13.
definitely...
The echo is...
Yeah.
Con 13 for the creature.
For a 15-foot cube, so however many of whatever they are. Notice I didn't ask what they are, just where they are. 15-foot cube, everything in it.
Okay.
And if it fails the save, it is pushed 10 feet away from me. If it's not, if it makes the save, it takes half as much damage and is not pushed.
Okay. So this big thing, is not. It is pushed.
Hey.
How much damage does it do?
It's incoming here. D&D Beyond is very dramatic in the rolling of the dice. I'm seeing. It's not looking good though. A big old 9 points of damage, and it's pushed away. But hopefully my friends hear it.
Damage?
9 thunder damage. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So, okay. So that gets pushed away towards you or away from you, and then. Sorry, hold on. Let me grab these things real quick.
I'm assuming that we would all hear that, and
yes, you. Well, I mean, yeah, you all hear it. I mean, you're in a cave. It's 300 feet. You absolutely hear it. It's very, very loud. And next up in the turn order is Barnabas. So you hear this explosion essentially. Also going back real quick for Gun, you pushed 3 things back, 1 very large thing and 4 slightly smaller things.
Hey, excellent. I'm aware of the fact they can see me, so we'll deal with that when we get there. But hope I'm just in my head. I'm like, they must have heard it. That was really loud. They must have heard it. It's all right. Just pull the sword out and stand there. Yeah. Yep. And I'm ready.
Barnabas.
The Street Fighter Guile theme song goes in on my head because as I get bigger, I'm like, do 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 do, and I'm like, all my friends need my help. And I start to run towards. How big am I right now?
You're large currently, so quite large. What is that? That makes you like 10 feet around, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
Or you take up a 10-foot space.
Are you gonna leave us?
So my wingspan, I will look. If I could, I will try to scoop up Zeal and Rue and kind of like sentinel my way down to.
I love it.
Oh, this is nice, Rue.
I'm just like waving.
We just leave them. He has a bucket on his head. He's fine.
That's great. So you're
maybe like on my shoulders, like do 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 do, so I can like have my hand mobility if I need to like smack something. Is my axe like tiny now?
No, it grows.
I mean,
with
compared to you,
it grows with
yeah. So it grows with you, and you actually do an extra 1d4 damage because it's bigger.
Yes.
And you have advantage on strength checks.
Yeah. So you're picking up both of them as you're running out.
If they would allow me, I will kind of like have my hands like boop out, and
we will like walk on them.
Okay. All right. So Barnabas, you're going to pick up Zeal and Rue as you run away from this flesh golem. This flesh golem, since it can't see you, you just see it kind of screaming like. It's running in circles, kind of hitting its head against the wall. It is
Like,
not smart
sucks.
enough to understand.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it does not understand why it cannot see. And so you run in. Let's see, you, Fergon, you dashed. Are you? So you're about 30 feet away or so from Fergon at this point. What you see when you run in is you see 5 creatures, one fairly large creature, and then 4 slightly smaller creatures. They're all running away from Fergon and have been slightly damaged. But that's what you run into. You're about 30 feet-ish away.
So I use my action to run.
Let's say you use your action to pick them both up, and then you
pick them both up and then ran.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of. I mean, I have a bonus action. I could attack something, but they're all
you're
running.
within 30 feet, so I don't know if you can, unless you can toss something.
Yeah, unless I can just like throw my.
Take a rock.
And you are currently holding 2 people, so unless you want to toss
throw
them.
me. No,
No,
I'm
not throwing anyone. I'm just gonna like
Just chucks one of
bonus
us.
action, like set them down if I can.
Yes.
Gently.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, that works.
Fastball
Listen.
special. Yeet one of them.
Like,
Listen, you throw me, I go
was-
splat. I have
Fling.
19 hit points.
Fling them.
I'm
All right, next
crush
up.
Groove in Turbo and Ozone.
Yeah.
I just
so
imagine
let me-
the Pokemon Dracopult where they just chuck the little babies out.
Oh.
All right, so hold on, I'm adding these to the initiative real quick. Give me a sec. Next up in the order is Zeal.
Okay. I'd be like, thanks for the lift. And I would run up to Fergon and be like, I guess, would I be able to see whatever it is? No, I'm gonna wait for that.
Yeah, you can, if you're running over towards Fergon, you can see these 5 creatures. If you want to, you can roll a nature check to see if you might know what these are.
Okay. Have absolutely no idea. It's 4.
Nope, you have no idea what they
No
are.
idea.
You
That's
just know, based off of what you can see, you see there is one very large furry thing, slightly humanoid, looks kind of like a monkey, and then the other 4 are just kind of really gross looking things.
I just
for
look at
humanoid looking things.
I look at Zeal and I say, "Hey, you came! I found
heard.
those things."
Those things. Do they smell? Like, is it the smell getting worse as we go through?
The smell is getting worse as you get further into this cave. However, you can tell it is not emanating from these things.
Gotcha.
They just happen to be in here.
And they're 10 feet away from Fergon, right?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you weren't
hang
within
on,
melee range of them, though.
Well, let's see.
Well, I have 40 speed. That's what. If you took 30 to get to him, and then they were 10 away, I was gonna.
Thunderwave was everything within 15 feet, and then that went 10 more feet. So
they're 25 feet
between
from
10
Fergon.
and 25 feet from me.
I see.
Yeah. I assume Fergon didn't do that in melee distance, so they're within 25 feet of Fergon.
Yes.
Yeah. So if
So
you're next to Fergon, you're about 25 feet away from them.
okay. I will go up 5 feet in front of Fergon and ready an attack if anyone gets into range.
Sure. Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
A melee action, I imagine.
Yes, yeah. I will
Okay.
I'll ready an unarmed strike.
Cool. Next up is Rue.
Okay. Rue will do finger guns to Barnabas, say thanks for the ride, and she's going to run up the wall and do some weird vampire stuff because I can spider climb.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna be on the ceiling and I'm gonna run towards both Zeal and Fergon, and then I'm going to cast. Let's see, what's the range on this? I'm gonna drop a fairy fire on the cluster of the enemies. I'm going to try to angle it in a way that it doesn't get Zeal, if that's possible. It's a range of 60.
Yeah, they're within 20. They're 20 feet away from Zeal, so you should be good.
Okay, so they have to make a dex save. The spell save DC is 16.
Okay, this thing saves, and then these things do not. So if they save, what happens?
So they get illuminated by light. It's going to be bright pink. And this outline gives any attack roll against them advantage, and they cannot go invisible.
Okay. Do they take any damage?
No, it's a non-damage spell.
Okay, cool. So the big thing is not illuminated. The other 4 smaller things are illuminated by this pink light. And
I believe we get advantage against the ones that are lit up, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as they're brightened, it brightens up this cavern. It's a fairly dingy, stereotypical cavern. There's nothing really much going on inside here. It's much smaller than the mouth was, but there is water dripping and stuff. You can tell that the miasma, it's coming through the cavern. It's coming from that direction. You'd have to get past these 5 things in order to get further into there, to stop whatever is causing this. The 5 things certainly notice you at this point because it is slightly lit now in here. And so next up is going to be the 4 smaller things. And by smaller, I mean they're like slightly humanoid size. They cannot they can only get to Zeal. You're the only one within movement. So all 4 of them are going to run over to you, Zeal, since you're the only one within range. So you can choose which one that you want to do your held action against.
Whatever the first one that gets there, so you can choose.
Okay, sure. Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack for one of them that came to you.
Also, a side note, I just realized that I'm playing a level 5 and I get 2 attacks, and I am because I don't play Marshall very often. I was like, oops.
I never play Marshall, so I'm with you on that.
Okay, and 11.
So if it's one of the smaller ones, it would be advantage, and you would get the other.
It would be advantage.
Oh, okay.
However, 11 hits. So
okay.
Also definitely hits.
Definitely.
So go ahead and roll damage.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so the one that you hit is near death's door. You can tell that it is very, very hurt at this point. So all 4 of them run over to you. One of them is going to emit this cloud. It is a 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas. It spreads around corners and its area is lightly obscured. It lasts for 1 minute. And any creature that starts to turn in this area must succeed on a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. While poisoned in this way, the target can take either an action or bonus action, but not both to take and can't take reactions. So they can't do either actions or you can only do either an action or bonus action. And you can't take reactions. So it's going to hit, it's within 10-foot radius. So that definitely hits Zeal and Forgone. Rue, I don't believe, did you run up towards them at all?
I only have
You were on
30.
the ceiling.
Yeah, I only have 30 feet
so
of movement.
It's 20 feet high anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it wouldn't affect you. Barnabas, you dropped them down, so it wouldn't affect you either because it's only 10 feet. So Forgone and Zeal, go ahead and roll Constitution saving throws.
What's the size of your Bardic Inspiration die?
A die 8.
Okay. I don't have much. I'm gonna go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
I will fail.
That got me up to 19.
Ooh.
Okay, so Forgone, it is not the exact smell from what's in here, but it is an add a little spice of the smell to this, but it does not affect you. For you, zeal. It
Literally
does,
right up in my face.
right there, just
right there,
right into your face. And
she
you
pukes.
can, yeah, you are
her
poisoned
alcohol
until
is just blood.
Yep. So until the start of your next turn, for your next turn, you can either take either a action or a bonus action. You can't do reactions.
Okay.
All right. The other three are going to, one other is going to come, actually all three of them, because you're the only one within range. All three of them are coming at Zeal. So the first one is going to multi-attack, does a 9 doesn't hit, and a 4 doesn't hit.
Nope.
So that's the second one. The third one, 10 doesn't hit, I imagine.
I have 17.
7. Geez, man, these are not.
I'm puking and dodging. Okay, like that's
sliding around.
The highest one I rolled there was a 15. So you dodged all 6 attacks.
All of them.
So there you go. You're just, that was one heck of a puke session.
Yeah.
You're just kind of.
But there are those ones you feel better afterwards, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that was.
All right.
I can keep drinking now.
There you go.
Exactly. Pour me another one.
Man, that is one heck of a. Okay, so the next up is the big thing. The big thing is going to turn around. It is not glowing. However, it can straight up run up to Barnabas, because Barnabas is the only thing that is the size of it, and it wants to kind of take on the thing that is
biggest.
You know, it wants to take on the thing that's it's same size. You know, it's got to be a fair fight.
I know that feel.
Same.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see if the next one hits. I imagine a 25 does then. And then that's it. So it's actually going to run, and then it's going to leap about 30 feet to get towards you, Barnabas, and it's just going to like Superman punch you in the face twice. So
You are in range.
so that's 2 hits. So that is all right. That is 22 bludgeoning damage.
Like 11, because I'm still raging.
Yep. So it's 22 bludgeoning damage, and this thing is just it's on you. It's just like straight to the face. This thing is just yelling. The closest thing that you can think of is that this thing is like a gorilla. It's just a massive, like humanoid furry thing that is just pummeling your face right now.
This is great.
And then next up, we are back to Fergon.
Okay, so I'm watching all of this happening, and I'm like, okay, ZLT. Oh, okay. Right. New plan. First thing, I'm going to use my phase step, which is I can teleport up to 30 feet. So I'm going to teleport right behind the thing. But 2 of the glowing ones have to give me a DC 11. I'm not sure 11 what though. Hold on. DC 11 wisdom save, or they will be charmed by me.
Oh.
Unless they're immune to charm.
That one's a nat 20. So,
okay. You know what? Hold on a second. Let me
not.
just let me check one thing here. Hold on. Let me check one thing. Sorry.
One fails. The other one was a nat 20.
Hang on. I'm just making sure. What's it? I'm gonna silvery barbs that natural 20. I just had to make sure I can silvery barbs a saving throw and not just a.
That's a really good ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is.
And I'm gonna give advantage to me.
Sure. Okay, so I rolled an 8. I don't remember what it was, but I imagine that failed. So both of them are charmed by you.
Charm, great, cool. Attack this big old gorilla, and when I misty step, booming blade. Attack this gorilla.
Straight
Right.
to the gorilla. Okay.
Exactly. I'm all like, hey, 2 of the glowing ones are on our side now. All right. So let's see. That is going to be a 24 to hit it.
Yep, that hits.
All right. I could really use a natural 20, Chad. Okay. Let's see. For the kids.
For the kids.
For the
For the
kids.
kids. For the kids. Come on.
Yep. All right. Hold on. This is coming in. Sorry. 26 points of damage on the gorilla.
Yikes. Yep, that definitely hits. And this thing it's still looking pretty healthy, but man, that was one heck of a hit.
Well, I used my bonus action to teleport, so I'm kind of standing there all visible right now, which I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of, really.
Yeah,
But
not a fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I appreciate the gorilla wanted a fair fight. I do not, but
Yes.
here we are. Yeah.
Yep.
Although he is booming bladed, so if he moves, he's gonna do an explode. But okay, that's it for me.
Do an explode. All right, Barnabas, it's you up next.
All right. I am just gonna go into a frenzy. After getting hit, like, ugh. This is fantastic. I would like to
He
rebuttal.
likes it.
Rebuttal.
I'm gonna gain advantage on my hits towards him, but he'll also gain advantage on his hits towards me.
Reckless attack.
With that,
Reckless.
yeah, I'm gonna recklessly go into a frenzy, and I'm gonna. Oh shit! I'm sorry. This was for the kids. That is a 19 plus 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And I'm gonna hit. I get 2 attacks on it. Do I roll for both attacks right now?
Yeah, go ahead. You
Fine,
hit
I'm
that
still
one.
baby. I'm still baby.
Yep.
And that is a nat 20.
Hey.
That's gonna crit.
All right,
There
so
we
make sure that you roll double damage for that nat 20. But yeah, so roll 3 damage.
That was a free range artisanal 20.
Yep.
All right. Let's do. So this is for the first hit. So that's gonna be. That is a 17, and then this is for
17
the crit.
damage. Okay.
17 for the first hit, and this is for the crit.
All the dice.
All the dice.
Every
Plus.
single one of them.
Math.
Do I roll? Sorry, do I roll twice or do I just add double?
So if it's a multi-attack, you would roll damage for each of them, and then for that crit, you would roll an extra damage for that one.
Oh, okay.
Double the dice, not the plus.
Yeah, double the dice,
Okay,
but
cool.
not the addition.
Okay. Fuck, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't add the first
For
one.
the kids.
The first one was 17.
For the kids.
The first hit.
For the kids. Okay, the first hit was 17. This
Yep.
particular hit is.
You got it.
20,
I believe in you, Jojo.
22. Oh
Okay.
no, that was 22, and then I get to hit him again, and that's a. That is a 24.
All right. So if you're familiar with like Marvel, when it was like the Hulk Buster, and he's like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep.
That's like you, and you just into the ground, and its head just kind of gets further into the ground, and then it just stops moving.
Oh.
And you took out the Barlgura.
Oh.
Can I
All
like
right.
take his like face off and be like, I win the trophy.
Yeah.
This is mine now. And like his lifeless body just like like cuddling.
Yep. Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
You're mine
Yeah,
now.
it's a big ass, gorilla ape thing, but yeah.
He's gonna use it as a weapon.
All right. Next up is Zeal. You have 4 actually of those dretches left. One is severely injured, and then the other 3, 2 of them are charmed, and then one of them is not hurt.
Okay, but the charm was to go attack the thing that's now dead, right?
Well, yeah,
That is
but
not
they're
dead,
still
yeah.
they're still on my side
gonna do
though.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Still unfriend. They're still friends.
But I am
Mhm.
poisoned and still like just.
Yep.
So I can only attack, right?
Yeah, you can only either attack or bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the injured one first.
Okay.
Right, that's not charmed. 25
That
to
hits.
hit. For 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so that one was nearly on death's door. So that one just barely, right when you connect with it, it just goes down.
All right, and then I will turn to the other one and be like, "Ugh, you made me lose. That was expensive." And then hit him again with my second attack.
Okay.
For 12.
Just barely hits, but yep.
For 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so you hit it, and does a decent amount of damage to it, but it just kind of like right at your face after you hit it. Its 2 friends are charmed. The other one is dead. You just took out the big ape thing, so it's angry. Next up is Rue. Yeah.
I was gonna say Zeal's just gonna at that point like go to like her arms and be like, "Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute."
Yeah.
No, you take your time. We
Yeah,
got
just get
this.
out.
We got the. Wait, no,
Get
hair,
out.
hair back.
Yeah.
Hold on, hair back. Lift
Yeah,
her hair as a
Her
free
dark
action.
green hair.
Yeah, I'm like hair back.
Her
I can't look. I can't look. I can't look.
I'm
I can't
get
look.
one of the dresses. I'm like, get her hair. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So you cannot. Yeah, you're still feeling completely
feel
awful. That smell is. Yeah. Rue, you're up next.
Rue, unaffected by all the smells because she does not need to breathe. She just kind of like saunters forward so that she's directly above all of the glowing little dudes there. And
Yep.
she'll shout down and say, "Your mother is a hamster!" And I'm going to cast...
It's going to look up and be like,
I cast Vicious Mockery. It needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
That is not its specialty. Have you all seen Home Improvement?
Yeah.
16. What was the save?
16.
16. Okay, so it saves.
Okay, nothing happens. Wah wah.
It's seen its friends die, so it's angry.
Yeah.
It's not taking any of your shit.
It's not even listening.
Yeah. All right. Next up is these things. This one. The other 2 are charmed. So since they aren't attacking the Barluga anymore, do they just kind of chill at that point?
No, I want him to rip up this other one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
violence. Yeah.
So this one, it's not expecting to be attacked by the other one, so those 2 will attack it. That's a nat 20. That doesn't hit.
My babies.
Okay. So
Violence.
yeah,
I would
so
not keep those babies.
yeah, so these ones
I'm like, no.
straight up
I got her hair. You guys go eat that guy. Yeah, right.
you got it. Yeah. So one of them missed, but the other one smacks the one that you charmed smacks the one that isn't charmed. So all right. It does some heavy damage to this one. It is nearly dead, and it just kind of looks up at its friend like, whoa.
I just like, Rue, we got more friends.
Oh?
All right, next up is Fergon. You're back.
I just looked down at Zeal. I'm like, you good? You good?
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah,
gonna
you're
just,
good.
but
Thanks.
okay, because that was like super not cool what it did to you. So I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do. Okay, cool. And then
Okay.
roll over on the third unincorporated one. That is
All right.
a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Drop the booming blade sneak attack on him.
It would be incredibly unlucky if you were not able to kill this thing.
You know, now you jinxed it. Now you made it weird. It is possible to roll all ones. Let's see. Oh no, that's not too bad. 29 points of damage on it.
Not too bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not too bad for level 5. Yeah, this thing, you kind of just like blow its arms off and it falls to the ground like Mortal Kombat style.
And I
fatality.
bonus action hide behind my friendly dretches. I'm like, you guys are awesome, cool. What is that?
So we how long does that charm last? A minute?
I think it, hold on, let me make sure. Yep, 1 minute, which is 10 rounds of combat, but not a lot when we're not in combat.
Not a lot when you're in combat. Okay, so we are technically out of initiative because
here's what what I would like to do. I'd be like, go to the front of the cave and attack that flesh golem. Go get him. He's that way.
yeah, you got it. So
we'll deal with whatever's left afterwards.
Absolutely obey your command, and they'll start running after the flesh golem, which is quite a few around the bends, quite a bit out there, and you do kind of still hear its head banging against the wall if you listen closely. Okay, so you're out of combat. You can tell that the miasma is coming out from this cave, from deeper into the cave, and yeah. How long does your enlarge last? Is that also a minute?
It's a minute, so it's probably gone now after combat.
Yeah.
How long does the poison last?
Just a minute too. So once the enlarge goes away, you kind of notice you start to feel better as well.
Yeah. I feel way better. I just
takes
a chug.
I don't know about y'all, but this has been the worst party I've ever had.
True. Yep.
It's getting off to a rough start, but there's money and alcohol later. So
where's the cake?
I would not eat any cake from in here at all. Yeah.
Right.
No cake.
The cake is not real.
The cake is alive. Yep.
Cake is a lie.
All right. So what's are y'all continuing into the cave?
I think so.
All right.
Am I still strong enough to carry, like, since I'm not enlarged anymore? Can I carry my toy?
Oh, shrinks back down with you.
This dead corpus.
I think he's talking about the monkey head.
Oh,
the big
giant monkey.
You would have to drag it. I don't think you could pick it up, and I mean it would be difficult to pick it up and to not get exhausted quickly.
As I'm like, oh well.
You're like holding it and like
Photo memory.
Yeah. Okay, so you continue down into the cave, and you do notice that you basically right around this corner, you see there is just a thing creating this miasma, and you hear it growling. It seems to have intelligent speech. I imagine none of you can speak Draconic. So can anyone speak Draconic?
I cast comprehend languages.
Hey.
Okay. There you go. And you hear go find out what is happening towards the front of the cave. That's you kind of clearly was saying something before that, but that is that's kind of what you glean from the end of that conversation, and you hear something kind of sloughing away towards your direction.
I just heard a very gravelly, spooky voice, and I think something's coming our way.
Hey, that's awesome because we were heading this way.
Maybe we can be friends.
It sounds unlikely if it was gravelly and hostile, but you never know.
All right, so you do hear something sloughing towards your direction. All of you can hear that. Seems to be a couple of footsteps, nothing huge, but it is not the thing that was talking. That's walking towards you in this case.
I'm actually gonna, since I'm still hidden, I'm gonna try and stealth past whatever's coming and get to the boss. Like, let's shut this thing off here. So,
right.
yeah, I'm gonna go down there and roll up something.
Yep.
But before I go, they just kind of hear like a little whisper and like, I'm not sure I can do the explosion thing again. Maybe I can, but then it's kind of gonna like complicate things. So like, if I'm not back in like 15 to 18 seconds, come running. Yeah.
All right. So you turn the corner. You hide kind of in the shadows since there's not a lot of light here. You hide in the shadows. You walk through, and you see a large dragon-ish thing. Is the best way I can describe it. It is a dragon-ish thing. And it is decaying, and you can tell that the stench is coming from it.
It's got like visible ribs and juicy bits.
It is not decaying. It is giant and green and has large horns.
Is he kind of holes punched in him, or is he just kind of green and living?
That's really cool.
He does not have holes punched in him. No.
Oh, he's about to. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Before and after.
Birth of a green Draco Lich. Yes.
Yeah. Its body is in a constant state of growth and change, allowing it to. It's emanating noxious fumes.
Well, that's it.
I think he dealt it.
Yeah.
He's the one that dealt it.
You dealt it?
So we're not currently in combat yet. You hid and you ran into here. What are you going to do for Gun?
I don't see whatever he said. This thing said go investigate. I just see it, right?
Correct. Yeah, you didn't hear that. So what you saw walk past you are kind of humanoid things.
Mm-hmm.
They stand on two legs. They're carrying kind of bats-ish and maces. And they seem to be kind of half dragon-ish, like part of their arms are dragony. Their body kind of seems to morph and change to dragon / human-ish features. They are disgusting and gross. They also emanate a pretty gross smell as they're walking past you. There are two walking past you.
Do I see? Is there any way out of this cave? Like, is this one way in, one way out?
One way in, one way out. So you notice
Right.
This is the end of the cave.
I mean, well, hey, guess who's level 5 and has one spell slot left? But that doesn't mean I won't 1v1 a dragon. So while I'm still hidden, I just say, excuse me, friend. Maybe there is a diplomatic solution for this, because we've killed like a lot of your hench persons. Don't want to say henchmen. I don't know how they identify as. Don't necessarily have to hurt you. Maybe we could talk this out. Otherwise, I got a really big friend who was going to probably try and take your head and put your head and wrap it with your tail. And I don't know. It was kind of, I wasn't looking when I saw the way he was going, and then it got really gross, but that's neither here nor there. How could we convince you to just go?
So it's going to respond to you. You can't understand, but Rue understands, and says, "This is my area. I have taken over this place. You will not tell me what to do. These are the ones who are killing my people. And you see the dragon flesh grafters also turn around. The humanoid-ish looking things turn around and look towards you. And Rue, you or not Rue, Fergon, right now you will be the only one who rolls initiative, unless the other three jump into combat.
No, I don't know what he said, but it sounded aggressive. So no, I'm gonna stroke this dude.
Yeah,
so,
it was very aggressive sounding,
yeah,
for sure.
I'm like, there was a lot of bass in his reply. Like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
He said it with
there
his
was
whole
no.
chest.
Said it with his chest, and I was like,
Exactly. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, right. No, it's he's gonna get stroked. Okay, that is going to be 21.
Do we hear a bunch of like growling and whatever sounds though? Like,
All of you would hear the growling. The only one who actually understands would be Rue.
Sounds like there's gonna be a very bad party. We should go help our friend.
oh,
Now.
oh, okay.
Start running.
All right. So in that case, all of you roll initiative. What is here is what you all see as you're running in is a fairly large dragon-ish monstrosity thing, which is what you assume was the thing that was talking, as well as those two things that you saw shuffling towards you that have now turned to Fergon. These things are kind of half dragony, half humany.
I'm about to be all daddy.
All deady.
I got a 16 on my initiative.
All right.
15.
Okay. Rue?
I got an 11.
Hey, chat, we're all super low on spell slots. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's
I was going to say...
anything you could do to intervene, people of the interwebs, now would be the time to do it.
It's for the kids.
Yeah, so
It's for the kids.
Before we jump into this, we are doing charity for people, for the children, for the kids. This is for Seattle-based charity, and really hoping you can help out, because this is going to be a difficult fight for sure. And I feel like I've worn them down quite a bit. So hopefully you can help out. I did want to say that Stella, you have advantage on one. Someone donated for you. Specifically, so you get advantage. And then also Lady, you also have advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Cool. So first up is Fergon. Are
yeah, okay.
I would say you're about 15 feet from both of them. You're about equidistant from the humanoid-ish ones and the dragon-ish one.
No, the shifty dragon can get it. That is unfortunately only a 19, though.
The 19 does hit.
Hey, then I'm laying it all on him. The sneak attack booming blade. Let's see.
Get him.
Be like, I did ask nicely. All right, so let's see. All right. I'm going to keep that one spell slot in my back pocket, though, because I think I'm going to need it soon. Dramatically slow rolling dice. Lowest of the game, 23.
23. Okay. So
if it moves, the booming blade will go off.
Okay, sounds good. So you deal quite a bit of damage to this thing. It certainly feels it.
Bonus action, hide with a 28. I'm like,
yep.
Anybody could have done that.
Yep. Just straight into the shadows. Yep.
I will say, I would actually, even though I'm hidden, I would actually like to move closer towards its face. So like if it rotates to do a breath weapon towards everybody, I am not in it. I'll stay perpendicular to the creature.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Sounds good. Yeah. So I am so it is the dragon's turn now. And it just kind of saw you evaporate into the shadows. It is going to, when you all look at it, you see that its body kind of like molds and crunches around itself, and it actually looks like it heals itself a little bit. And then it is going to belch forth a cloud of acid towards everyone except for Fergon, since you three are next to each other. All of you do a deep. Oh yeah,
Would it hit its followers then? Because they're in front of us.
it would. Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
Nice. Good
Um,
question.
Yep. So it will hit everyone, including them, and do a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
No.
Wow.
6 and a 3 for me and Rue.
Yo.
Yikes. Okay.
Not great.
Panic.
Time to panic.
Panic.
That's
Run
a-
away.
So 16
Okay.
for me.
Okay. All right. So you're going to take so Rue and Zeal are taking full damage for this, and then Barnabas, you're taking half. So let me
Stop rolling.
Yeah. Stop.
That's enough.
Wish I was raging.
29
I'm down.
acid damage,
Shit.
and then Barnabas, you take half.
Take half of that. So 29,
Oh, goodness.
14 or 15. Do I round up or down?
Round down.
Round down.
Round down.
Mhm.
Our healer is
so
down. This
14.
is bad.
Bye.
Indeed,
Okay.
it is.
I'm gonna take a nap right here.
And then
hold on
yeah.
one second there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can do to intervene. I don't know that there is.
Oh, we could have rolled advantage. I just remember that we
Oh.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
roll it now.
Do you
This is
want to
charity.
do that? You should roll it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I definitely want to. Oh, I rolled a 2. What the heck?
Ooh,
All right,
yeah.
so you still take 20. Yeah.
No, I can't help. Even if I tried to silvery barbs you to help, well, you'll have to take the lower. So
Yeah.
no, it doesn't-
I'll just keep it. I'll save it. I'm still
Okay. All right. All right. So take that damage, and then the other two also, the minions also took it. The dragon clearly doesn't give a shit about those things, so those also took that damage.
And they're still up?
Next, they are still up. Yeah. They are going to swing at, one is going to swing at Barnabas, and one is going to swing at Zeal.
Okay.
This one is at Barnabas. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay, so 17. So that's 12 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
And then multi-attack. That's 5 more.
Cool. I'm still up. I'm at 2.
Wait, the other one is at Zeal.
Yeah.
Okay, let me gain 2.
Oh.
Or let me gain 5. Oh, was that
Wait,
was
what?
multi attacks towards me?
That was towards him, right?
Yeah, that was the next
so
one.
now mine is. So yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
two.
So I'm at 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This one does a 13 hit.
No.
Okay.
Brace.
All right. So that is their turn. Next up is Zeal.
Okay. Zeal's gonna take her one and final flask, and she's gonna open it and she's gonna chug it a bit, and he made me real mad. And she's going to hit with her quarterstaff to one of them in front of her.
Okay.
17.
The humanoid ones?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, those.
Okay. Yep.
That they're still up. Okay, 17.
17 hits. Yep.
12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Still up.
It is still up. It is very badly damaged. It looks like it's struggling.
Okay. In that case, she's gonna use her second attack on the other one. For a 23 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits.
Okay. 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then she's going to use one of her key for Fury of Blows. So on one of the one that's super damaged, we'll do that. It's a 15 to hit.
Just barely hits. Yep.
Oh my god. 10 bludgeoning.
Ooh, just barely enough to kill it.
Ah!
So yeah, you punch it in the face, and you just see it kind of crumple to the ground. And the dragon itself kind of roars in anger. None of you can understand it, so yeah.
Nah, I think we get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you understand the implied there. Yeah.
Upset about it, yeah. And then I have one more.
Anything else for you?
I have,
okay,
yeah, keys. Okay, so this one goes to the other one that's still up.
Yep.
That's a. You know what? I'm gonna do this one with advantage because I really need this one to hit.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try again. 24.
Yep,
I
that
really
hits.
need that one to hit. Okay. 11 bludgeoning.
Yep, it hits it. It is still up, but it is swaying for sure.
And then I am going to have it make a strength saving throw this time. I'm gonna try it on this one.
Sure. 21.
Okay, it does pass.
Okay.
Enough
Any
happens.
half damage or anything there?
No, it's
okay.
if it fails, it pushes 15 feet away from you, which I wanted.
Okay.
But that's okay.
All right. Next up, Barnabas, it's you.
Ooh,
Or anything
all right.
else for you, Zio? Do you have the
No, I think that's
the
it.
humanoid one right in front of you that's like swaying, and then you have the dragon about 15 feet ahead of you or so, that just belched on you.
Yeah. No, she can't afford the disengage, so
Okay.
that'll be her turn.
All right, so I see it swaying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It's struggling to hold on to its weapon.
So I'm gonna bonus action rage. My last rage. Boop.
Nice.
And that's what I once saw in a fable of Ric Flair.
What?
2 HP. I'm gonna try to grab and swoop it up by its ankle and just like throw the humanoid into the dragon's mouth.
Styling, profiling, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing.
All
son of a
right.
gun.
If we ever need a nat 20, it's right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. What did you roll? Oh, you haven't
I
rolled
roll
yet. Okay.
I'm gonna try. This one I'm gonna try to do.
Bless.
Mhm.
Let's see if you get any.
That is
if anybody gave you advantage.
That's 14.
14.
Yeah.
Ooh, that matches. Bummer.
That's enough? Oh,
Yeah.
it got
No,
14
Matt.
also? Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Do you have any bardic inspiration or anything? I know that Rue had given some people
I
that.
did
Yeah,
not use that. I did
You
not
did
use
not use
that.
that. So there's
Yep.
I
not
don't
use
think
that.
it used it.
no.
Yeah.
I did not.
I know
That's a
she handed out
D-
some.
Bergon used his.
I definitely did mine, yeah. Mhm.
Yes, I
Yeah,
will
I know
use
you
that
did.
right now.
Don't
Don't worry about it
that
because
a-
it's literally matched it. So whatever you roll is higher than it. So that works.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna be like,
All right.
scoop it up
So
and
you-
just like, ah!
All right. So let's roll. Let's roll an improvised weapon against the dragon. And and an improvised weapon against the grafter.
All right, cool. Oh, that's gonna be 18 points of damage.
All right. So the humanoid thing, as you throw it, it goes straight towards the dragon, and the dragon just grabs on it and chomps on it and just splits it in half as it comes towards it.
Good.
So, yep. And then damage against the dragon.
I think. Oh wait, did I roll? Well,
That
I'm
was
supposed to
against
roll.
it, so now roll it again.
Okay, so not roll again. Okay, cool. This is the improvised weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's even better. That is a 24.
All right.
Ka-chow!
Ciao. All right. Yeah. So you deal a significant amount of damage at this thing as it smacks in the face. It grabs onto it and just like rips it in half, and starts screaming at you in Draconic, which you can't tell what it is, but it is clearly very angry. And it is.
Witness
Do you have anything else for you, Barnabas? I think you still have movement if you want.
I'm just gonna walk right up to its face.
I like how you're bleeding
Okay.
out, but you're like, come at me.
Come at me, bro. Yeah. All right, Rue. Let's do a death save for you.
Okay. Rue is currently death dreaming about puppies. Let's see. Death save. That's 2. Oh.
Could've
It's
been
not
a
a
one.
1.
No.
It's not
Yeah,
a 1
true.
though, so that's 1 failure.
That's true. Yep. All right, 1 failure for you. So as you're fighting for your life, Rue, you're dreaming of what are you dreaming of?
Puppies.
What are you seeing as your life flashes before you? Puppies?
The puppies are running away from me and I can't get them.
Yeah. You hear a as you're fighting for your life, and incoming is the lady that y'all helped out with her marital problems, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what you can call it. Yeah. And she's just like, hey, I'm here, I'm back, I'm here to help. And although I did bring a few friends if we wanted to. Anyway, I'm here to help. May not have helped a whole bunch because they followed me, but anyway, yeah. And so she's in the fight. But behind her are the 2 charmed things that you had, the dretches that you had charmed. They clearly followed her. They're about 30 feet behind her, but they're walking towards her, or walking towards you. And
Thanks.
she is going to run up. She notices, Rue, that you are down, and she is going to help heal you. And let me see. You were healed for 4.
Woo.
Back in the fight.
Double
Yeah,
Barnabas's help.
back in the fight. Yep. But she is right next to all of you, right next to you, Rue. So she is leaning over, prone next to you, helping you up. Next up is the dragon. Let me see if it sees you, Fergon. It does not. So yeah, it is going to run over towards everyone in that little group there.
Booming blade
Basically,
should
I think
go
everyone
off.
except for
Well,
booming
I think
blade.
Barnabas was like up front with it, right?
I'm like right in its face.
Yep.
Right,
is it,
you're
like,
right in its
trampling?
face.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
like intimidate the shit out of it, but or take
What
the-
does booming
the
blades?
brunt of-
2d8
Damage?
thunder damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Also, I deeply detest attacks of opportunity, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, does this cause an attack of opportunity from me when it leaves?
Are you next to it? I know Barnabas is.
I was, because I was close enough to hit it with the booming blade.
Oh, okay, yeah. That would give you attack of opportunity for you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's 10 points off of the booming blade. Hang on, let me just want.
Okay.
I should still be able to. Wait, nope, never. No, never mind. All right, hold on a second here. That is going to be 26 to hit it.
Okay. That
You know,
hits.
I'm gonna go ahead and cash in my sneak attack. I can only do it once per turn. I was like, should I save it for my turn? No,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
put it on this thing now, actually. So I
Yep.
cannot booming blade it right now, but I can sneak attack it. So 4, 1 second. So that was 10 on the booming blade, and then this is coming in. Normally I'm a green flame blade man, but I see what the kids are on about with booming blade. Oh, I rolled awfully. That is going to be 10 more points of damage.
All right, it is still
That's
up.
something.
You can tell that you have
a 2, a 1, and a 3.
Ooh,
there you go. Yep.
Mhm.
Before I say how it is, Barnabas, you also have an attack of opportunity.
All right, let's go ahead and roll for that. That's a 16 plus 7. That is a 21.
That hits.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see, 17.
17. Oof. It is still up, but it is hurting. It is clearly very, very it's struggling. It will as it runs by and gets hit by all of you, it will so you can see its body kind of like morphing and changing as it regenerates a little bit, and you can see that it gets a little bit better. It got better, and it
Hooray.
will.
I've had worse. No, you haven't.
And it will run towards that group, so that would be towards Zeal, Rue, and the lady. And it's going to just like let out this really gross smell. You can tell that it's the smell that had been like encompassing this whole area the whole time. And all of you have to roll, all of you except for Barnabas and Fergon have to roll a DC 14 Constitution.
Oh no, not again.
I didn't hold it before, and I'm 9. I don't hold it now.
I rolled a nat 20,
Nope.
but I only have 4
Hey.
hit
There you go.
points.
Yes.
All right.
Blech.
So you are once again poisoned.
Puking. Poisoned.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. You
Puking
are
and poisoned.
And then and then it's going to swing at the lady.
Oh,
More time.
like
Ooh,
4
that's a
and
nat 20
4
again. It was a
points.
nat 1 and a nat 20. So the first claw comes down and completely misses her, but the other one comes down and just smacks her in the face.
She's the chosen
straight
one.
to the ground. Yeah.
She just dies, right?
I mean, we don't know her. I mean, she might be a retired adventurer.
Yeah.
Right.
I rolled max damage on her, so
Ooh.
she just gets smashed. So yep, straight to the ground.
Well, that'll end the marriage.
Kind of. Yeah. Doesn't have to worry about divorce there, that's for sure. Just kind of gets crumpled there, under its claw thing. And yep, next.
I thought you guys really had something, Zeal.
I know. I felt the connection.
Let's see. So next up is Zeal.
Okay. So Zeal is just puked.
So you are poisoned.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's puked. She's watched her potential love interest just get smushed in front of her.
I didn't do anything. I thought I was right after the dragon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
yes.
you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nope. Sorry. That was an attack of opportunity that I put on him, not the.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
Catch.
Yeah, no problem. Well, y'all already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sneak up on him and lay the booming blade sneak attack. It's a 23 to hit. Bonus action
How do you want?
hide.
How do you want to kill this thing? Because that very much kills it, no matter what you roll.
Is if I see that it is that injured, I walk around to the side of it and I kind of stand between it and Zeal, seeing that she's all sick. And I just whisper very quietly in its ear, "We did ask nicely."
It'll respond, since Rue's the only one you can understand. It'll respond and be like, I'm so sorry.
Now it's got holes punched in it.
And now it has holes punched in it, and it resembles that dragon that you showed.
It said it was sorry, but then it died.
I mean,
yeah, it dies.
You know, you'd be surprised how often people die apologizing to me.
I didn't even get to know her name.
Nope.
In Project Mayhem, she has a name now. You know.
All right. Anything else from you, Fargon?
Look around for stuff to steal from the Dragon's Hoard.
There is a few treasure chests. There also are those 2 dretches still around, though.
Oh, jeez.
The ones that you had charmed come back.
The ones I charmed came back?
Yeah, because the
lady
charm ends after like a minute, right?
Oh yeah. You know, I just stand there covered in like the dragon goop, like standing on its back, and I just look at them and I'm like,
they'll just
well, you know, bonus action hide. Yeah, that's my. I'm like got all these necklaces on and stuff. I'm like,
you sure? You sure?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Zill, you're up
That's
next.
it for my turn. Yep.
All right, so she's
Okay.
puked. Dragon's dead.
Yep.
She's gonna like whip around. She's watched Barnabas go into this rage, but like she's actually really pissed now. So she's gonna like take out her club and she'll just like hit it into her hand, and then walk slowly towards them, and then hit the first one with her quarterstaff.
Okay.
Which is a nat 1. Unfortunately, it's 9.
Nope.
She's enraged. She's like, I don't understand this rage thing. So she's gonna hit it again, try to bat on the backswing. She's gonna like hit it, miss it, and like go around and swing around like in a circle. And 24, this one. To hit.
It does hit, yeah. However, let me just check real quick. You have disadvantage though on being poisoned because you're poisoned.
Okay, it's a 24 or 26, so it's 24.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
Yep. That hurts.
Yep. 7 bludgeoning. So she's gonna like turn around, miss it, and just smack it on the backswing.
Yep. It's still up, but it hurts it.
Okay. I think she would have swung it so hard she actually lost control of her quarterstaff and chucked it into the wall, like went through it.
Just tink.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that'll be her turn.
Sounds good. All right, next up, Barnabas. So you are pretty much in the mid. You were where the dragon had just passed by you. So you're back where the dragon used to be. Everyone else is kind of in this little bunch next to the dretches.
What are we fighting? We're fighting the charmed.
Well, they're not charmed anymore.
They're not charmed anymore, but yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
there's 2 of them. They returned because they followed the lady as she came in.
Can I try to rip the dragon's head like clean off to use for a weapon? And just
Sure.
like smash it.
Give me a strength check.
All right. I'm gonna I mean 18 strength, so
I don't know if you're raging, you get advantage on this because it's
That's true.
athletics.
Yeah.
I will
Alright.
just say, I just
Yeah.
imagine
That
if you remember the Return of the King when they launched that charge and the orcs just kind of pop up one by one, looking at them for a second. I feel like that's us with the
Exactly.
dretches. You know what I mean? Like we're just like
Yes.
picking up
Yep.
gold coins and stuff, and we're like,
adding athletics to this.
yeah.
Athletics.
Okay. All right. So the first one was 25.
That's enough
And
to
that's
rip it off of
a
its spine.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that 25. And I'm just gonna
Yep.
like let all the guts and just
Yep.
bathe in
Yeah.
it.
It just and the smell of
just-
it, honestly, like both
Yeah,
the dead
it's
body
bleh,
and
bleh.
yeah. Yeah.
And just
That
as I have,
definitely gets
like-
to you even more zeal because you're already poisoned. You already don't feel good.
And I have as I like have the head in my hand, I just like slowly look up. I look right at them like, hello. How would you like a head? and I just kind of like do this like 360 Zangief spin and just like try to like annihilate them with it. With
All right. So I'll say your first one was the action. So that this will be your second multi attack. I'll say.
Yeah, my
so go ahead and
and that's a 17 plus. Yeah, that's gonna hit for 22. Hopefully.
Yep.
Ow.
Hits. Yeah, improvise.
And yeah. Put a big old
Are
dragon.
you hitting the
head.
one that was injured or wasn't injured?
That wasn't injured.
Okay.
And my headphones are dying. I might have to switch. That's gonna be a 17.
Oof. Yep. This one is still up, but it is it's like missing an arm and most of its flesh, and it's just like took a huge gash from the dragon head that like swiped across it. It is like in ribbons, but it is still standing. All right, next up we got Rue. You are up now.
Okay. The one that Barnabas just hit, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna try to hit them with my offhand. Got my dagger. That's in that one. That's not gonna hit. So now I'll try to use my main hand, rapier. That's a 10. Jeez. I go.
Yep.
I just kind of
Aha.
like bounce off of them. 0
You're
strength.
distracted by the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah. I
Very
mean,
distracting.
Mm.
yeah.
Are a lot of your parties like this, Barnabas?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
I don't
Yes.
believe you.
Insight, I was kidding.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Yes.
That's my turn.
All right. Next up, Fergon.
So there's the single dretch that is left, right?
There is one that is almost dead.
Oh.
Oh, wait. So there's two left, or just one
Two,
that's beat up?
Yeah, no, there's two.
There
left.
are
They're
two.
both.
One is they're basically both very close to being dead.
I just walk up kind of slowly, and I'm like, guys, I thought we had. All right, Thunderwave. Con 13 save.
All right.
Or it's gonna be 11 if they don't make the save, and I guess 5 if they do make the save. Con 13.
They rolled
sorry.
7. Yep. So they neither of them saved.
11 points of thunder damage.
All right. And they both kind of look at you. There is a little bit of like we were friends. As they just kind of just get thundered towards the wall and just like splat towards the
Yeah.
wall.
I just
Die.
sort of
Yeah.
look at him for a second, and I'd look at Rue, and I'm like, I mean, I thought we were cool. Didn't it seem like we were cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of
Blech.
fought a gorilla dude. Oh, your hair. Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, my invisible mage hand grabs your hair. Scoops it out of the way. Yep.
So you are out of combat and you have defeated the dragon.
Dun 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 dun.
I've run out of flasks.
You have run out of flasks. So there is a treasure chest there. There's also a dead lady there. And the smell you notice is already starting to dissipate.
I go near one of the chests, and at the very last second, I'm like, "You think that's a mimic?" And I use the mage hand to open the chest. Yeah. Wait a second.
And it is not.
Well, drinks on the dragon, everyone. All right. Yep.
And within that chest, you find 100 gold pieces.
Ooh.
As you're
Very
like
nice.
looking in the chest, Rue's head kind of pops over your shoulder. She says, "Is there a cake?"
I would not eat the distinct dragon cake. I will buy you cake. I'll buy you. You know what? Actually, I won't buy you cake, but I will steal you whatever cake you want.
I I love this plan.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And maybe we could find someone who can bring back that woman. I don't know. Zeal, I feel like you only met the once. I mean, was this like a we should try and find a way to save her life type thing? Or, we've all got to say goodbye eventually thing? Where was your...
Well, actually, so she's gonna walk over. There's like a flask that had been dropped because of the damage. She picks it up and there's actually a little bit, probably a shot or two left inside of it, and she's like, for her, and she's gonna pour it down on the ground in front of her. That one's for her.
Her spirit appreciates it. So you get 100 gold pieces, and as you leave, you still see the flesh golem beating its head against the wall, trying to get this bucket off of its head that you have severely, you very securely put onto its head. And it's just like you make your way out of the cave and out of the village. And you do see, as you're making your way out of the village, there is this kind of low rumble, this low earthquake that's going. And as you walk out, you see that the village itself kind of starts rotating, and you make it out. And it starts rotating above where those cracks were that you saw in the ground earlier.
Chasms.
It starts rotating and lifting, and then just kind of rockets away. And there's a massive crater where it was.
Oh wow.
I don't see a village under there.
Yeah, no, the village, there was clearly some debris there, but it is completely decimated.
Ooh, that sucks.
I saw nothing. Let's go to the bars.
Well, bad news, the whole village is destroyed. Good news, the land is apparently available for redevelopment.
It's true.
That part.
Yep, it's just a massive crater in the middle of a forest. So you walk past the other village where the family, the married people got into a little tiff, and you see he's kind of just laying there on the ground, leaning up against a wagon, nursing a whole bunch of bruises and cuts and such like that as you walk past.
I would like to just shout out to them, be like, she has gone away for good. She doesn't want you to find her. Move on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I really did love her.
She would. I would just keep walking. Yeah, he would start to talk, and I'd hear him
talking.
It's just like he starts talking, and I turn on the booming blade, and they start walking, and I'm like, we're letting him live.
Just kind of hear as you're walking away. He's just like, I really should have done better by her. I really should have. Maybe I should find her and do better.
Nope.
Keep walking.
You want? Yeah. She's somewhere you can no longer reach her.
And you make it to Fandolin, and as you're walking away, you notice that the miasma has pretty much cleared. The smoke and the haze and the smell has slowly made its way out. So by the time you make it to Fandolin, it is fairly clear skies at that point. And the tavern, the barkeep comes out, and he's like, did you do it? Did you fix it? Is it gone?
Do I still have the dragon head in my hand as I'm dragging it?
You can if you would like to, yeah.
And I just kind of just, well,
Is that what was making the smell? It wasn't that one? He didn't doubt it?
Nope, this one dealt it, and it's, the stinky is put out.
No, I dealt it, but you meant that?
Yeah.
Oh no,
that one.
No,
I see what you did. Yeah,
right.
I see what you did.
Remember?
Also, that means drinks are on you, though.
No. Remember when we said drinks are on you?
Yep.
Yeah, no, we're top
Drinks.
shelf instead. We're top shelf. Drink is on you.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't make it back, but the smell, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a man of my word, so you can come on inside. There's a band going on.
Right before he right before he walks away, when he's like, I'd hoped you weren't gonna make it back. I'd been like, no, I get that a lot, and I tap him and I give him the booming blade. So when he moves, I'm like,
Yeah,
that
so
happens.
he's like, come on inside, drinks are on me. And y'all walk into the tavern, and he'll follow you afterward. After you all pass him, and he will take the booming blade damage.
I'm like,
How much is
3,
that?
2, 1.
Yeah.
How,
And yep.
15 points of thunder damage to a
Dead.
commoner.
dead.
I walk
And so you all walk into the tavern, and as you close the door, you just hear this explosion, and kind of sounds like it's raining on the door a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. And anyway, in here there's music, and
Drinks for everybody.
Woo!
yeah.
Party.
What just
And-
happened? I
No,
need a
it's-
drink.
no,
I
of
need a
course.
drink.
Right. So, like, Zeal, I know it didn't work out with her, but I mean, like, what are you into? And then the spring kicks in. And I'm heading behind the bar.
Buy me a drink and find out.
Okay, that's literally the top shelf. He's
Yes,
like,
the top.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no barkeep there anymore, so you kind of have free reign over this. So, and no one else knows is the wiser.
We-
So,
Great.
and you
What a
did
lovely
it.
ending.
You made it.
Yay!
Hey. We did the
Nice.
thing.
Did the thing.
There and back again.
There and back again. So
Wow.
I hope that was fun. Thank you
Yes.
everyone who helped donate. One last time, we are doing this for charity. So if you can, please donate for the children. We are supporting Xeno, which is for underrepresented children, to help them with education here in the Seattle area. And then also you can tune in on Sunday, where I will be working with Wizards of the Coast as well to for this as well. In the chat, you will see again a link to go donate. Thank you for so much. This was a lot of fun. I haven't DM'd in a very long time.
Thank you for
or
inviting
involved
us.
in a long
Yes.
time, so yeah.
Couldn't tell.
Thank
Couldn't
you.
tell.
Mhm.
Great.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
so
Thank you
much.
for all for your generosity.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you,
and thank
everyone.
you everyone. And have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.